Welcome to the Sunday Brocast podcast. I am your host, Josh Hawkins, with my...
I'm your other host, Shabuka.
Yeah.
My computer's fixed. Ah!
Woohoo! Shibuka's
So
back up
happy.
and running. And we also have our co-host slash moderator slash all-around awesome person, Turgeon Starstar.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, he chimed right in. He knew you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All round awesome guy. Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
all-around awesome
say
guy.
so myself, but
I think that should be another character in one of your videos. All-around awesome guy.
all round awesome guy. Yeah.
No,
You gotta find a voice for him.
Yeah, you need a voice for him. He's got to sound a little bit like, "Hey, this is all-around awesome guy here."
Make him super, like, American Southern. Complete redneck. This is super awesome guy. How you guys doing?
All right, well, what do we got for today? We've got an interesting show lined up. I think we're going to do some... Well, actually, I don't know what the heck we're going to do. We're going to sort of wing it as we get out into the broadcast. But we have a guest on today. We have Atomic Bomb is going to be joining us. Atomic Bomb is the creator, founder, organizer, and... am I missing any adjectives from this?
Boss man, head honcho.
Yeah, boss man, head honcho, organizer of the Crab Nebula Expedition for all you explorers out there who are so keen to jump into these big exploration groups. Crab Nebula should be leaving, I think, relatively soon, so we're going to have him on and get some questions, a little Q&A with him, and we'll provide you some links so you guys can sign up and jump on board with that as well, since I don't think there's anything else until like next year when Distant Worlds 2 goes out. So right now, this is the big expedition to get involved in. So we'll get him on. We'll ask him some questions. He'll tell us a little bit about where they're going to be going. And if you guys are interested in that type of thing, we'll make sure that you have everything you need to sign up and get on board.
Hey, Josh, quick technical thing. You just changed the title of the stream.
I do need to change the title of the stream. I'm not even looking at the title of the stream. Is that okay? So let's go ahead and change the title of the stream, shall we?
If you guys could have listened to the last half hour of us squawking at each other, it's been a cluster of technical issues as we tried to get this going.
You know, I don't even know where the heck the title of the stream is right now. So let's try and see if we can figure this out.
Just change it to technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yes, change it to testing.
Oh
We'll get
no.
lots of viewers that way.
Oh, there goes my chat. Damn it. Okay, so I got a little bit of a problem with my Windows Explorer. I can't figure out how to fix this. This is one of the things that's been like plaguing me for the past week. I have to, every so often, I have to restart Explorer because I can't right-click on my taskbar anymore. I don't know if this is a Windows 10 thing or if this is something that I did to my computer, but it's a royal pain in the butt. I don't know if it's going to affect the stream, but I'm going to have to Control-Alt-Delete for a second here and see what we can do because I can't even see chat right now. So give me one sec. Let me see if I can fix this up. Why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves in the meantime?
It's time for a reformat. That's what time it is.
Oh.
That's always fun.
Oh no, we're not doing that. No way. I already did that recently.
Sing the Format C song.
Tendrils, Mark, how you guys doing? I don't know if you guys caught this, but bear with us. Technical issues. Josh is getting his computer situated, but I'm back. Sorry I missed you guys last week. Iridium Wing, really enjoyed watching that, and I was really looking forward to taking part in it. But what are you gonna do? Motherboard died. Had to buy a new one, but I stayed up real late Friday, get everything back. Oh, I feel so good.
You could... Sabuka's ever...
Can't really rebuttal to that.
Okay, I don't know if that's affecting the stream or not, but every time I right-click on my taskbar now, my computer freezes. So let's test. I'm going to test one more time. I'm going to test one more time. All right, here goes. I'm right-clicking. Oh, is it freezing? Can you guys still hear me?
Suspense. Are we
Hello?
good?
You didn't hear me when I was talking, did you?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Didn't.
man. This is a pain in the butt.
Do you have to right-click the taskbar?
Well, if you want me to change the title of the stream, I'm going to have to right-click on the taskbar because I can't open up another window.
Well, I guess we're just gonna stay with the Iridium Wing escort mission.
I can rename it after, like before the stream actually publishes, but for the actual live stream itself, it may be stuck showing Iridium Wing escort mission.
Whatever. It is what it is.
The other thing is I can't see how many people are watching the stream. I do see the chat, so that's a good thing. I can see
That's
the
a
chat.
start.
I
That's a start.
see
Silver lining.
I see
Well,
Ticklia Mark, Old Tendrils,
yeah.
G Mod Gem. I don't even know who these people are. Are these new people to the chat? Hey guys, welcome to the Brocast. I'm not sure if you guys maybe I just never look at the chat names. Is that
You're usually sort of monotasking at something else, aren't you?
You're just making them feel like absolute doo-doo right now.
No, I'm usually
I talk to this Josh guy all the time. He doesn't know who I am.
I usually know who the people are. Maybe I'm having like a early onset Alzheimer's episode.
I think
Where,
you're
like,
having a stroke.
who's
That's what it is.
Sturgis
Yeah.
Starstone?
Who's that guy?
Who's
Why has
this
he got
Sturgeon guy?
He's got a spanner next to his name? It's scaring me, man.
I don't understand. Who's this Josh Hawkins saying testing chat?
He has a lip ring? Oh my god, no!
It's not a
He's
lip
got a
ring.
crown.
Okay, it ain't a lip ring. It's oh my god, it really is early onset Alzheimer's. It's a labret
Oh.
piercing. Okay,
Jeez.
get it right. God. No, seriously though. Welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome to the Brocast. I really wish that I could. What in the world is going on here? The Dragon Sage. Well, we're doing a live broadcast. I'm gonna here. You know what I'll do? Let me take the image off. There we go. Now we have a chat, and look at that. We have a chat overlay now too. So that's working. Can you guys see the chat now? You see it in the. It should pop up in a second.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. So
There
I
it
figured
is.
that would be a good way for people watching the broadcast later on to actually be able to see what the hell was going on in the chat, right?
Yeah. That's logical.
Because most of the time when people watch this afterwards, hey, Dragon Sage, by the way, most of the time
Yeah,
when people watch this
You're
afterwards,
replying to things that aren't there.
Yeah,
Unless
I'm-
I happen to say, well, Dragon Sage, right? Greetings.
yeah,
Unless I
I'll
say
be like,
something that.
right in the middle of introducing, I'll be like, all right, everyone, so here we are with the Brocast podcast. Hey, something celery. And, like, what? Someone's watching it later like, did he just like have like a brain fart or something? Like something celery. So at least now people...
That's the name of his dog. He named his dog something celery.
Of course, that's the best name for a dog. Okay, well, it seems to be working, except for the fact that now my taskbar is just really getting in the way of everything. Can I still do stuff in Elite? Yeah, okay. So I think we're up and running. God, this is so different than how I normally get to see things. I normally have my YouTube window down in the bottom, and I can see the chat and everything. How many people are in the broadcast? How many people are in the broadcast right now? How many people are actually watching live?
11.
11? Okay, so we are
Well,
like
including me.
we're like
Well,
15 short
I
of
do
a-
suspect, yeah, there's folk watching or listening to the Beagle Point send-off, like closing ceremony at the Olympic Games of Elite Dangerous is what we're dealing with here.
which everyone in the chat right now could definitely watch later recorded. Because we're not suggesting you go watch it right now.
Oh God. Okay, so when we were setting up the technical difficulties, I was trying to set up a stream for just Josh to capture my monitor, and I meant to make them private, and I didn't, and they were public, and they just uploaded to my channel, and I had like 7 views on a video titled "Private Brocast." That was about 30 seconds long.
And it's us like talking about our technical difficulties with getting the
Yeah,
stream set up.
it was. If anyone who saw that, that was a quick snippet into the background workings of the broadcast. So,
Old Tendrils, by the way, is saying that the audio is cutting in and out. I don't actually have any way to test
Is that all of us, or?
Yeah, Old Tendrils, can you kind of give us a confirmation if that's on all audio, or is it on one of us in particular, or like, you know?
Or is there one of us that you wouldn't like to hear anymore, and we'll just shut them up?
Because we can mute, like, Turgeon.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I'm the admin of the Discord channel, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's true. Shibuka,
Just so you know.
Shibuka created the Discord for us and then didn't give us admin privileges.
Yeah, with
I'm a greedy bastard.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Please compare me to Spider-Man
Give it to
again. I
him.
love it. Love it.
All right. Well, A Hoover Dirt says that it's working fine for him. And hey, Resender and Paul, welcome to the Sunday show. I want to call it the Sunday show, really, but I mean, can I do that? Can I call it the Sunday show even though it's the Brocast?
You
No,
can
it's
call
your
it whatever
show.
you want, Josh.
Call it what you like. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Three Guys with Microphones.
That's an accurate description of the show.
Yeah.
That's the new name of the show. Shibuka, I want you to change the advert, okay? No more of this. Look, see, here's our here it is, the Brocast podcast. We're just going to change it to Three Guys with Microphones.
Three guys with mics.
All right.
Yeah. Three mic guys. Yeah.
Three mics.
Three guys.
The three mics.
The three mics. Oh, and we can make
None of
ourselves
us
like
can call
Spaniards
mics.
with swords and.
All right.
Yeah.
So enough goofing around. Just to quickly let you know what we're going to be doing right now for the people that are joining in. Hi, Wolfgang. Salute to Wolfgang, Rodinger,
Salud.
and Colin, and one spaceship. Oh my God! Three guys with mics and one spaceship.
That sounds like a website you don't want to go to.
You know.
Three guys, one spaceship.
Oh God, no! Please no!
Okay, so
Oh, the rabbit holes are real today.
So I don't know if we should spoil this. I don't know if I should even mention anything of this because we don't know where this will actually go. But Turgeon and Shibuka and I were talking about maybe possibly doing a three-way series at some point in the future. And
by three-way series, he means a YouTube series with three of us.
Yes, with the three of us in it.
I just want to clarify.
And I now that I'm thinking about this, that could be a really cool name for the series.
Three guys,
Three
with a mic.
guys, one
One
spaceship.
spaceship. I love it. I love it so much.
Three guys, one spaceship.
Request docking permission.
Okay, so I think
Docking permission
we may be
denied.
onto
you
something.
Yeah.
All right.
Happening today.
Yeah, I don't know. It's awful, whatever it is.
Summer heat.
Yeah, it's
Summer
the heat. It's been like 90 degrees the past 4 days here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can do one
What's
little thing here.
Fernando Rivas there is saying, are there going to be any more updates to this game that will expand it gameplay-wise? That's a good question. Yes.
I hope
Yes,
so.
the entire premise of Three Guys, One Spaceship is multi-crew. So
Yes.
that is definitely
we
something
need
I'm
to-
looking forward to.
Exactly.
We need multi-crew to make it happen. So yes, it will expand it in terms of the fact that we'll be we'll be doing more with it when we get multi-crew.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and ship launched fighters are coming with the next
Fighters coming
update.
soon. Yeah, and well, you can't really say that avatar creation is gameplay-wise, can you? Unless you're a video creator.
Yeah,
It's
I guess
true,
I'm
but-
sure there's stuff that we can do once we have avatars in there. I mean, hopefully we'll actually get to see our head, because I've been playing around with my Oculus Rift recently, and when you turn around and look back at yourself, you just have this headless corpse sitting there. It's it's a handsome body, though. I mean, it is.
Yeah, the
It is.
creepy
He's
thing is
very
though,
fit.
if you look off to the side, you've got no head, but your head is casting a shadow on the side of the cockpit.
Is it really? I didn't
Ooh,
notice
that's-
that.
Creepy.
What I can tell you is that I looked right down the neck, and at the back of the I guess the outfit where your neck is supposed to be, there's actually a zipper. And I was like, oh my God, there's a zipper right at the back of my neck. So I was wondering if maybe like it's going to be like,
Oh.
if the whole suit just zips right on, then, maybe we could zip it off and we have a whole show for our 3 guys in one spaceship.
Oh Lord, I can't comment on that, or this is going to be an age-restricted video.
Well, we did say that we do the broadcast in our boxers, right?
Yeah.
No, pantsless. Pantsless, I believe, is the word we use.
Pantsless.
Yeah.
Here, let me quickly show you guys something. So, I purchased a second account because it was kind of necessary if we were going to do things as a group in the bubble while we're broadcasting, as opposed to me flying around in outer space 35,000 light years. I think I'm 35 or more thousand light years now towards Beagle Point, so on my main account. So I bought a second account, and this account very quickly, I think Turgeon, you were the one that had mentioned the CG that was going on and said just go do some bounties and get involved in that CG. So I did it really quick, and even though you can see my balance right there is like 4.99 million, I actually made a ton more than that. In fact, let's see here. If I could see my status, it should show my statistics, right? There we go. Current assets, 12.999999999. So I made basically like 11 million or 10 million, and then just in the bounties that I had turned in, I made like another 2 or 3 million. And that was literally, this is a brand new account. I did that in a matter of 2 hours. Made 10 million. And
Yeah.
so
Community goals.
community goals for the win. In fact, let me just quickly show you here, because I'm at another community goal right now, and Shibuka and I had some fun last night. We both
Stayed up entirely too late. Oh my God, I was death warmed up in a microwave this morning.
oh my God, I only woke up 10 minutes before the broadcast started.
It's true.
Pretty much. I mean, like, I got up, I walked out of the bedroom. My wife was like, I'm making lunch, and she had like some people over. So I don't know what was going on here this morning. It was like some big old party in the house, and so I just quickly ate some like reheated chicken brochettes or shish tao chicken or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Delicious. And then just jumped into here and started up the Brocast. But here we go. Here's the community goal. This is the one that we were doing last night. And I will say that what was really fun about last night was that Shibuka and I were both in Oculus Rift. So
Oh yes. It was
virtual
great.
reality Elite Dangerous is amazing. If anyone wants to ask questions about that, please go ahead. I got my Oculus Rift a couple of days ago. You might have seen the unboxing video I had up on my channel, and I have been enjoying it thoroughly. Oh, yes, Oculus. I love you so much. It's looking at me right now. I miss you. I want to wear you right now.
teasing you.
Oh, it's teasing me, all right. Oh, stop looking
Yeah.
at me like that. Stop it. Stop it. No, there's people listening.
You know you want to.
Well, I would
Do we need
be.
to give you a minute?
I would be wearing it.
Yeah, we'll give you a minute.
I would be wearing it right now, but it would be much shakier. The screen would just be shaking all over the place, and not because I'd be doing anything while I was wearing it other than looking around. That's the shaking I'm talking about. So here we go. Community goal. This one here, bringing order to MEHET. That's the system that we're currently in. You can see right over here, I have earned 2.1 million credits. Those are just the bounties. That puts me into the top 25 already. And once this community goal is completed, I will receive 12.8 million credits, which hopefully will go up, because maybe we'll do a little
Tell
bit
me
more
you
of
held
that
your
today.
pinky next to your mouth when you said that.
Tap, tap.
Yes, Dr. Evil. So maybe what we can do is we
You see
can...
there, Wolfgang says, do you already have your 1080, Josh?
Oh God, no! Don't tell him. No.
Well, I didn't want to spoil it, because I'm gonna do an unboxing video on that as well. But yes, I have the 1080. It was like Christmas early. I got a call yesterday morning, as a matter of fact. I was in bed again from staying up on the Oculus on my 780, And okay, so first of all, you know what? I don't want to talk too much about what how it works with the 780 and everything with Oculus, because I'm actually making a video on it. So if you guys, if you're getting involved in the chat right now and we don't talk about everything, just watch my channel. I'm going to put up a whole video on Oculus. It's going to be really cool because in the video I'm actually going to be showing you the inside of all of the different cockpits that I could buy with the 10 million credits that I earned from the last CG. So I bought a whole bunch of small ships and one big ship. And I literally like walk around inside the cockpits and show you all the little parts of the cockpit that you just don't see without an Oculus. And it's really cool. The thing was, I was doing it on my 780 GTX, and amazingly it works incredibly well. All of that whole thing about, oh, you need a 980 Ti to run Elite Dangerous with Oculus Rift, that's what I have to say to that. It worked fine. In fact, I almost was like, well, maybe I should just cancel my 1080. For a split second, that thought crossed my mind, and then I slapped myself in the face. I'm like, don't be an idiot. And I didn't cancel the 1080. And yesterday morning, my phone rang. I didn't answer. I was way too tired. But I looked at my text messages because it kept beeping and beeping and beeping after that. My wife's like, Josh, look at your phone. And I looked, and it was the guy who had special ordered it for me. And I was still too tired to like answer back, and she's like, it's your video card. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then of course when I woke up, I thought it was like all a dream, and I looked at my phone, and there it was. And I messaged him, and I'm like, what's up, and he's like, your card's in. So I literally like jumped out of bed, threw on my clothes, ran out the door, and met this guy 20 minutes from my house and picked up the GTX 1080 Founders Edition from EVGA. And then I spent a couple hours just cleaning my computer, polishing it, making it all nice, taking the dust out, cleaning off my my water cooler, because apparently a lot of dust collects in that, and plugged it in. Pretty much first thing I did was jump into Elite Dangerous and just drag every slider, every single tab that had an option to go to Ultra, just put it all up to the maximum, and that's what I'm running right now. So it's beautiful. And
we all hate you, Josh.
I will say that
none of us, I'm not sure if anyone else, wants to say it, but I want to say it. I hate you.
Don't hate me.
Hi, I'm Josh Hawkins, and I pressed the 11 button.
In Men in Black, that button on the gear shift where Tommy Lee Jones says, don't press this button,
yep.
Josh just pressed that button.
Oh, I just pressed it. I pressed it good.
And now he's driving upside down in the tunnel.
So no, someone just asked if the MEHET Community Goal has ended. It has not ended. It has 3 days, 19 hours, and 36 minutes left. Who was
temporally speaking?
That was Ultra Dude that asked that. So no, we're still good. You can definitely jump in here. In fact, I believe.
Well, how close is it to the top? Because
it's pretty.
Well,
close
you can't see, can you?
Oh, right. It stops when it hits tier 10, right?
I think tier 10 is 20 million, so we got about 500 million. No, 20 billion. We got about 500 million left.
You know what? I could. Ooh, how do I? Oh, here I can show you that. Hold on, I can just move this out of the way for a second here. Actually, I can just close down the chat. There you go. So there's the current status of the CG. It's almost at tier 10. So you guys want to jump in here as quickly as possible. It doesn't take long to get to the top 50. I mean, literally top 50%. It took us like the first hour, and we were there. So yeah. I think that's what we're going to do today. Maybe we'll get Atomic Bomb to come join us and do some CG and make some money at the same time. I'm flying a... Oh, hold on a second. I'm on the wrong model.
I just outfitted my ship for mining, Josh.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Did you really?
Damn you. That's what we were doing.
Well, we talked about mining. We said we were going to do some mining for like the
I jumped the gun, all right? I jumped the gun.
Okay, well, we could do mining. I mean, you know what we could do is we could do ice mining if you want to. If okay, let's put it to a poll. Paul's like, give me your 780, Josh. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with the 780 in a minute, Paul. But let's put to a poll in the chat and see how many people want to do mining and how many people want to see combat with the new AI. Because I got to tell you, and I don't understand this. Maybe it's just me and Shibuka are just that awesome, but people in Reddit and people in the forums are saying how the new AI is so hard, and oh my god, it's so difficult, and I'm getting blown up all the time. Shibuka, did we have any problems yesterday?
We did not have any problems. The only problems I had, well, both of us had, was accidentally hitting security ships and then almost getting blown up on the way out.
Yeah, and that's really just because we're using beam lasers, and the security ships are flying through your beam lasers, and then you get a wanted bounty on you, and that's just a pain in the ass. But, I mean, aside from that, and Shibuka's a total noob. He doesn't even know how to fight. He was like shooting at me.
Legitimately, yesterday was the first time I had ever in combat turned flight assist off. And let me tell you, I'm in a Python. That thing is not maneuverable. And I was like pulling Battlestar Galactica moves last night. It was so fantastic. If you can learn to turn flight assist off and then turn it back on at the right moment and use your boosts wisely, it is so much fun. It makes it so much easier. It's actually a challenge now. Like there were several Eagles last night who were flying in reverse and shooting at me. Like, how cool is that?
Shibuka's going to start a new series. It's called Tips from a Noob. Okay, that's his combat.
Oh my god, nobody wants my tips on combat. Nobody wants my tips on combat.
No, but Shibuka was doing surprisingly well for a guy that didn't realize you can add second fire groups into your weapons already.
Yeah, it's true.
He's like, oh, wait a second, that's what the plus button does.
Okay, it was so funny because Josh was talking about, I'm going to outfit chaff and, this and this and this. And I was like, how do you use that? You only have 2 buttons. You've got your main and your secondary fire. How do you use chaff and not fire something? Oh, you can just map it to a button. Oh, well,
a true explorer through and through. That's Shibuka.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Shibuka bought himself a Python, by the way. That's what he was flying yesterday. Very sexy. I wish, this is my alt account, so I barely have any money on it. But I bought a Viper Mark IV, which you can see here. Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Oh, look at these. She's so sexy. I've wanted to fly one of these for a while because I flew the Viper Mark III for a real long time, and the Viper was just like one of my absolute favorite ships in the game to fly. But the Mark IV... Okay, so I have some comments on the Mark IV. It's slower by a long shot. It doesn't turn very well. It's extremely slow turning. I mean, really. Yeah, you want a panoramic view of the Viper here. I'll do a full panorama. I'm trying to drink and move the camera at the same time. So here's a full view of the Viper. So it's very slow. The turn rate is absolutely horrible, atrociously horrible. But it's built like a tank. I mean, I'll show you the outfitting I have on this in a second. I've got 3 hull reinforcement kits on it and a shield booster just to give it a little extra shields. And I'm using 2 medium beam lasers and 2 small burst lasers. I believe that's what I was doing. Yeah. So here, I'll show you the outfitting. Everything else is A-rated. Thanks to the last community goal I did, I was able to A-rate everything on this Viper and still have money left over. Let's take a look at the outfitting. What have we got here? Hardpoints, yeah, so 2 medium beam lasers and 2 small burst lasers. For the utility, I did have a kill warrant scanner, but I ended up putting on a point defense, and I will tell you why I put the point defense on, because there's a really good reason why. Chaff launcher, kind of essential. I mean, if you're going to fight bigger ships, you really don't want them shooting you all the time. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And I would have thrown on a second chaff launcher. Honestly, I think that would have been the best bet. But the point defense is on there because I don't know at what time it was last night, but one guy managed to get my shields down, and as soon as my shields were down, he started shooting missiles at my ship. And even though we ended up killing him, I turned around to go attack the next ship, and it's like, weapons malfunctioning, weapons destroyed, and I looked at my modules, and both my beam lasers were at 0%, and both my burst lasers were at 10% or 15%. So 3 missiles hit my ship and completely wiped out all of my external modules. That's how good missiles are right now. It is
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Like, ridiculous. So I threw on a point defense, and that, I mean, I don't know if it's going to help or not, because they don't seem to shoot missiles until your shields are down. But
Oh, they help.
yeah, I guess it's going to help a fair amount. But they shoot a lot of missiles. I got to tell you, as soon as your shields are down, they're launching missiles. So I can't wait till I have a bigger ship where I can actually load up a missile bay on it, because, oh my god. I mean, honestly, tell me what you think, guys. Against NPCs,
my only criticism of the point defense at the moment is it's a bit hyperactive. You know,
Yeah,
if you're
shoots at
up against
everything.
two guys that are shooting at each other, and you think, well, it would be nice if you let that guy's missiles hit. But no, your point defense says, missile, shoot, missile.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whose it is.
It's shooting at every missile possible.
Yeah.
Well,
it's nice to take pride in your work, I suppose.
Yeah. So here's the rest of the outfitting. I put military grade composite. I got a 4A power plant, 4A thrusters, 4A frameshift drive. Which, by the way, for a combat ship, I've got 18.72 light years on that. That's not bad at all.
Ultra Dude says he's. Can I see the com goal update?
Yep, I'll show you that in just 1 second.
Yeah, because it's
It was pretty close.
It is getting pretty close. You're dawdling, man. Get out there. You're losing money.
Yeah,
Yay.
I know we are. We really are. Quickly on the optionals, I've got hull 4D, 2 hull reinforcements, 3A shield, little cargo. Don't know why I need the cargo. I could probably get rid of it. And another hull reinforcement there. I put on the collector limpets because, man, all the loot that these ships drop now, pain in the ass trying to scoop it up manually. Get a collector limpet if you have the room.
That cargo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still like scooping.
Okay, so for the community goal, let's see where we're at. Please stand by.
Experiencing technical difficulties. Normal service will be resumed shortly.
You should be a flight attendant, Turgeon.
That would be interesting. Josh, why does it say you're an open play?
Maybe I am. I'm kind of dumb like that. Maybe I didn't actually join in the private group. Oh, look at that. Failed to communicate with server. Unable to get an up-to-date mission list from the server. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do this first, because we did say we were going to jump into a private group for this, so I will exit to main menu. Am I sure? Yes.
Paul says Shibuka sounds like he's in the bathroom. Are you in the bathroom, Shibuka?
I don't think I am. We were talking about early onset Alzheimer's before. Maybe I am.
I'm playing in the bathroom. Go away, you kids. I'm in the bathroom.
Well, while Josh is doing this, the big reason, well, not the big reason, but
Shibuka, sorry, interruption. Someone in chat just said that Resender said he's got thrown out of solo. Yugo War says there's a server issue, and I'm getting load failed. Well,
should be good to go now, though.
Let's try that again. Private group. Loading game. Be quiet. Don't make any sounds, because we don't want to scare the servers. Uh-oh. Roading failed. Failed to retrieve server news. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for this brief technical delay.
While we're working through these technical delays, let's introduce our guest for the broadcast today, Atomic Bomb. Atomic Bomb, how you doing? Sorry to keep you waiting, man.
Hello.
Hello.
So, the Crab Nebula Expedition, it's jumping off Saturday, right? The 11th?
Yes. We are meeting up at, trying to remember now, Midtown Hollow, and we are launching at 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, 8 to 9 o'clock-ish in game time.
Nice, nice. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this. I know a lot of people who were on Distant Worlds and made it back in time are looking forward to it. Now, I know Distant Worlds started out as Kai and Aramis and a handful of people, and then just seeing who all wanted to come, and it kind of exploded into this kind of thing. Did you guys experience something similar to where it was going to be a handful of people and then it just kind of blew up, or?
Yeah, very similar. We started. Well, I created the Elite Dangerous Exploration Discord channel, and we only had about 20 people when we was initially planning it, and then it just exploded.
Nice, nice. It's so wonderful for exploration to get that kind of a following. It's long been a not ignored. Well, I will go as far as to say ignored part of the game, and to have over 500 people go to Beagle Point, and then what you guys have over 300 signed up for Crab Nebula, right?
Yes, and as from today, sign-ups are open for another week. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can sign up now.
Well, there you go. That was a question in the chat from Eric, was asking if there would be another chance to sign up. So there you have it. You can still sign up. Get on there right away. Turgeon just linked the link in the chat. That's the right one, Turgeon, for signups?
It's the main page.
That is the main page.
I assume it'll. Does that have the other links in it, Atomic? The main Frontier page?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Now, with the you guys are doing waypoints in the Crab Nebula Expedition, similar to Distant Worlds, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Now, I did see that with 2.1, it kind of threw a bit of a wrench in a few of the waypoints.
Yeah. So we've had to cancel one of them. I think the rest are okay, but it's going to get going around some of the areas a bit more tricky with them being off limits.
I have a question for you in regards to that. Are you guys bringing firepower with you, just in case you get a little close to one of those off-limits places and maybe something comes after you?
Yeah. Actually, we've set up a wing system. If I can find it, I will link it in the Discord for you to post. Yeah, I've got it here. So we're basically going to gather people together. So explorers and people with more firepower, to protect everyone. And I'm completely redesigning my loadout. So I'm getting rid of the range and getting more weapons on board.
I love the sound of your keyboard, by the way. It kind of reminds me of like a Commodore 64 keyboard.
It's very loud.
What kind of keyboard are you using?
It's a Razer Black Widow.
Ooh, I saw those yesterday when I went to go pick up my 1080. Very nice looking keyboard. I'm surprised it's such a loud keyboard, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I mean,
I expect to hear a cha-ching.
Well, some people kind of like that clicky noise. I like the clicky noise as well, but I prefer it to be the softer click. Like, I like to feel that the key is pressing, not the soft touch, but the soft clicks, So, because I type really fast, and people, when I have my microphone on, and if I'm typing, they're like, "What the hell is that?" It's like, "Is that a machine gun in the background?" No, that's just the keyboard. Okay, so just very quickly, it seems like I can't pull up the mission board. I mean, I think that's rather obvious. I'm getting this standby error every single time, but I'm going to assume that the community goal is still on, although it's getting very close to the end. So let me just ask this real quick. We can continue our questions. Atomic Bomb and Shibuka and Turgeon, I don't know if you're anywhere nearby here, if you want to come join. We have a dilemma. We can go finish off this CG and do some combat together, or we could go check out ice mining.
I'm down for either. With bounty hunting, it's going to be a little harder to talk while we're fighting. Mining's
Easy.
a little more, easy for you. You're the combat pilot, Josh. I'm the noob, remember?
Okay, well, then you guys would just follow my lead. I'll just call target, and then we'll just keep talking while we're shooting. Or, I did say I wanted to put this to a poll in the chat. People in chat, what would you rather see? Do you guys want to check out, do you want to see what the ice mining is all about and what type of materials you can get from that and what it's worth? Or do you want to see some community goal bounty hunting combat? Place your votes right now.
I've just managed to get the mission board up, and it's at 19,884,000,000. So.
Oh well. We might be ice mining.
So it's pretty much done then.
Yeah, 116 million left to get. So
Well,
by the time we got out there and back,
Oh, there, it just pulled up as well.
yeah.
I'm bringing my combat ship, so I don't mind.
Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this NPC is calling me. She's calling me Space Vermin.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's very polite.
Space Vermin, Jay Hawkins. I heard you were going to be sent my way. Economic output is the best it's ever been. It's a good time to be alive. Why is she calling me Space Vermin?
Because she doesn't know you. Who is it?
It's
Is it-
Bethany Vincent.
Oh, Bethany Vincent. You know what she says to me? A genuine pleasure, Commander Volshak.
Oh well. Yeah, so 200, well, it still needs, what, 200 million credits?
Yeah, just short.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have time to go there.
By the time we got out there, it's 1,500 light seconds out there to
Yeah,
the rings.
that's true.
Get there, get back, and it'll complete when we're en route.
Oh,
It doesn't
Josh,
stop us
see
doing
if you
it.
got, see if you got my wing invite. I jumped to open because that's where it said you were.
Oh, I'm
And-
in private now.
Naturally.
Well, but the game client says you're in open, so I jumped
Yeah.
to open and it let me send you a wing invite this time.
It says you're open for me as well.
Really?
Yeah, and we get voice comms
Oh, hold on. We're going to
Oh,
disable
yeah,
voice comms here.
open for me too.
Okay, so, but how could I be in open? I'm positive I hit private group. I'm gonna oh, I can't rewind on my my stream. I'm gonna rewind on the stream and see what's going on there. I'm gonna quickly turn on the chat window just so people can see the there's the link right there for the Crab Nebula Expedition. Oh, actually, I guess people watching this later on won't be able to click on the link, unfortunately. Let's see. But anyhow, it's there. Crab Nebula Expedition, there's the name. Anyone who is watching the chat can sort of look at this. https forumsfrontier.co.uk show thread
do have a
something.
Shortened link if you want that one.
Yeah,
This might be a bit easy to copy.
maybe if it fits in there would be great. Because my chat window doesn't quite fit all the way through the... Hello, Violet Beauregard. Violette Beauregard. I like that. Nice name.
Will, we're in a wing, but you're not showing up in the station.
I don't see why I would. I mean,
Server issues.
yeah. And
If you type, by the way, Crab Nebula Expedition into Google, you'll get the link. So there you go, everyone.
Google is your friend.
just make sure you type Nebula Expedition and not just Crab. Because then you'll pull up
Crab
a picture of me in the
Expedition.
morning.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Shibuka, did you just go offline or did you get blown up by something?
I logged out.
Okay. Tell me if it says I'm in a private group when you are on the menu.
Well, I just logged in. You were too slow.
Okay.
Let's see. It still says you're in open play.
All right, I'm going to go back and just make sure that I am, in fact, in private. And we'll figure this
Well,
out.
if you hit escape, it'll show your game mode at the bottom.
Or I could just go back here and click on private group.
It's, yeah, one of these instancing things. It happens, that one. The usual thing is
Yeah.
you just quit back to desktop and come back in.
Paul says, I want to know where to look for commodities for engineers. Space vermin, and she has hair like a crash helmet. Yeah, commodities for engineers. You can get them from pretty much everything now. I mean, you get commodities from engineers. I don't know. Can you guys hear my dogs barking in the back?
Yes.
I didn't hear him.
I don't know what the heck they're doing. I got the door closed. They're like... oh my
Making
God.
their own entertainment. That's what
I
dogs do.
think we're being attacked by zombies or something.
All right, it's working now. I've invited all you guys to a wing.
All right. Commander Shibuka. What about Turgeon? There we go.
Voice comms.
Disabling voice comms. Okay. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. That should resolve itself soon, I hope. You know what? I certainly wouldn't complain if my dogs barked so much that they lost their voice, that would not bother me at all.
It never happens, though, does it?
Maybe that's
It
what I should
never
do.
happens.
Maybe one day I should just like encourage them to bark for as long as
Go on,
possible.
keep barking.
Yeah, but then you get about 20 minutes of silence and you start up again.
Yeah. Well, you never know. All right, I'm gonna disable the
No,
chat
there's
there.
a point. Resender says doesn't think you can get arsenic mining. It's an interesting thing because someone was looking for nickel earlier with mining and couldn't find it. I don't know whether you can get any of the surface minerals by mining.
For arsenic, you get it as a surface material. That's the only way to get it,
Yeah,
as far as I know.
I've never seen it in. Well, not that I do much mining, but mining just seems to be ores. I've never seen it pop out crafting materials, metals. You know.
All right.
Let's see.
So if we're gonna do mining, we can make a. Oh, you know what? Before we do mining, let's take a look if there's an ice ring to go mine in here, because we'll kind of need that.
I just found on Reddit M-type stars are the ones you want to go to.
Well,
And
there's
this
an
is
icy
an
ring here.
M-type star. Nice. Which one?
MEHET 2. Okay, you guys chat for a sec. I gotta figure out what my dogs are doing. Maybe someone's breaking into my house. I'll be right back.
All right. MEHET 2, lock destination, wonderful.
Basically, where we were going for the bounty hunting anyway.
It's true. I think there's just a resource extraction site that's not hazardous that we can go to.
Last time I was there was 2 hazardous and 1 low. So, yeah.
All right, sweet. We can go to the low one. Pretty sure we're going to have weapons to go along with our mining lasers, so we should be all right. Landing gear down. Oh, man. One thing that I do enjoy not playing in the Oculus, playing on 2D screen, is it's a lot easier to see the numbers of these landing pads when you're on a monitor. A lot of times in the Oculus, you kind of have to squint and make out the numbers. But that's the DK2. I'm sure Josh is fine with the CB1.
Well, let's see. I'm currently parked in a Vulture here. That's not a particularly good mining ship.
It's funny. I logged in and changed my combat loadout to a mining loadout. And then it sounded like we were going to go do a little bounty hunting. So I took my mining loadout and I made it a combat loadout. Now I'm going back into outfitting to make my combat loadout a mining loadout. I can't talk.
I'm back. I figured out what the problem was.
Well, that's interesting. A resender says he's found nickel, iron, and sulfur mining. So, if those will turn up in mining, it's logical that everything will. But they'll probably be as rare as they are planet side, and arsenic is pretty rare.
All right, quick question. If we go mining, who wants to pack a refinery? Because really the best way to mine, especially if you're in a group like this, is to have one person do all of the collecting and refining and 3 people scouting. But I don't know what the best minerals or what the materials are for mining that we want to get. The way it works...
I have never mined before.
All right, so let me give you some insight into mining, because I've done a fair amount of mining. I did a lot of mining, as a matter of fact, on my main account. It was one of the things I was really excited to do. And I did it in a wing with 2 people at the time that I was doing it. Resources are client-specific. So if we both shoot the same asteroid, we will get the exact same type of resource, but we have our own amounts that will come out of it. So like... if, let's say, for example, gold is in an asteroid. If I find gold, you'll mine gold from the exact same asteroid, but I'll mine it until it depletes for me. You can mine it till it depletes for you. And even if I've depleted it, you can still come and mine it, and you'll get the exact same material out of that one. So what we found was the best thing to do is everyone sort of scouts. So like you have one scout going around and finding the right place. So you like zap it once, see what pops out. If it's good stuff, then you zap it until everything pops out, and then you move on to the next thing. And then your buddy who's bringing the actual mining ship comes along, scoops up your stuff with limpets while he's zapping it and scooping up his own stuff as well. So you get a double dose of whatever the good stuff is. If we had 4 people, we could very quickly fill up, you know, a hopper and someone with a cargo hold. So that's probably the best thing to do, is to have 1 or 2 guys with like an actual mining ship, and then the other 2 guys should be in combat ships to protect them. And usually I suggest you have like 1 mining laser on your combat ship as well, just so you could zap the rocks and look for it. Or we could just do like escort, and we can go to like a Hazres or something. That would be kind of cool. Me and Shibuka could fly defense, and Turgeon and Atomic could be the miners.
Is Atomic muted there? Stop him being muted.
Yeah, haven't heard it.
The silent protagonist. Pulling a Gordon Freeman there. That's better.
Now.
So, Atomic, have you ever done mining?
Back in the original beta.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This will get interesting then.
Limpets.
Okay, well,
We mined before limpets, we did. Ah, yeah.
so
Not
here's,
since.
here's what we could do then. Here's what we could do. I trust you guys. Why don't you protect me, and I will make a full-on mining ship, and we'll go to a Hazres, and you guys just keep me alive.
Oh dear God. This is gonna end badly. I can already tell.
I can grab a... Oh, no, I can't do a Type 7. Do they not have Type 6 for sale here? No. Hauler? No. Eagle? What can I afford that's...
Yeah, so I brought my combat courier, so I'm not going to be mining anything.
Okay, excellent. So you will be...
I have
Right,
a
no.
cargo capacity of 4.
I'll stay in the Vulture with a cargo capacity of nothing.
All right, I'm just looking to see what has the best cargo capacity here. 12 tons, 16 tons.
I actually have a DB Explorer parked here as well. But
Man, I could have brought a Type 6, but and of course they don't sell Type 6 here. That would have been perfect for mining. I mean, do I have to buy an ASP Explorer for this? Like, that's just not going to work.
You could do a Cobra.
No.
Not as much. Yeah, I think the Mark IV has what, like 70-something ton cargo space.
Maybe the Mark IV.
they've only got 3s.
Oh, well.
Diamondback Explorer has 12. The ASP Scout has 16. The ASP Explorer has 38. The ASP Explorer is really the one that's going to have the most here, but I'd have to outfit it. You know what? Here, let me see if the CG's done, because if the CG's done, I should have enough money. If I can open it back up then.
Justin says in chat here, Josh, have you helped out with the Dangerous Games community?
No, I have not helped out with the Dangerous Games. I've actually, I mean, Shibuka and Turgeon can confirm this. I have really not been on in the past week, other than like last night. I was getting my Oculus set up and really just way too involved in getting it set up and testing it and making sure it was working and making a video on it to actually play the game, which of course is the curse of being a YouTube content creator, is we don't get to actually play the game much. We're doing other things all the time. Let's see. It's still going on, by the way. It hasn't changed. The global progress is still
That's
at
the surprise.
19.8. Yeah. Almost think like maybe we could still go participate in this before we outfit for mining.
If all else fails, we can just do a little bounty hunting and not have it go towards the community goal.
The bad guys aren't going anywhere.
Justin, are you helping out with any of the Dangerous Games community goals? Okay, let's do this. Since we're all in combat ships right now, let's just jump over and see if we can do a little bounty hunting. And once the CG is done officially, we'll go do some ice mining.
Sounds good.
Atomic Bomb, how many people you got signed up right now for Crab Nebula?
Let me check. logged into Google Docs so much, it's the first thing that comes up. Right, we have so far 317.
317 commanders. And how long is it going to take you guys to do this trip? I mean, how long do you foresee yourself being out there? What's the ETA on your return home?
Well, we've planned it so the trip out to the Crab Nebula will end on the 4th of July.
Oh, very cool. So it's not going to be that long of a trip. This is not like Distant Worlds, then?
No.
Obviously not. You're not going quite as far. But that's a pretty decent excursion. And for anyone who's not done exploration, this is a really, really great opportunity to get out there and see a bunch of stuff that you would not ever get to see within the bubble. And I mean, look, we've all, at least all of us here in this channel, have all done exploration. So we know that exploration is not easy, but it is also extremely rewarding in terms of the sights that you will get to see. And if you have not done exploration and you've been thinking about it, joining in... Hold on a second. I got some Ukrainian guy talking to me here. If you've not done exploration and you've been thinking about it, join up with Crab Nebula and go with a group, because it's the safest way to get out there. I mean, if you, let's say, for example, oh, darn it, I'm new to exploration, I forgot I had to fuel scoop. I'm sure someone there is going to have some limpets. They'll be able to give you some fuel and take care of you. Also, the more people you have, the more places you're going to get to see that are going to be cool, because you'll have people sort of scouting in different directions and all, you know, within a general area, and say like, hey, come look at this, and you'll be able to go and check that out. I'm sure Shibuka can kind of tell you from Distant Worlds that's probably a lot of that happened, right?
Oh yeah. It was a lot of like keeping an eye on the forums and posting cool things they find on the forums and staying active in Discord and everything. And it's a huge community event, and I'm sure that Crab Nebula Expedition is going to be no exception to that. It's going to be a lot of exploration. Like I touched on this a lot in my video. Like it's always been a lone, like you're out on your own. It's a chance to kind of reflect and, you know, just kind of enjoy the silence of being out in the void and everything. But when you have so many people together, it's a completely different experience. And you know, some people will prefer to do it by themselves, and I will admit that has its place and everything. But with a group of people, it's so much fun. It's never a dull moment with people.
And I'm sure that Atomic, you are organizing some events for the... oh, was that Atomic that just flew out here? Yes, I think it was. Okay, so as we fly out, let's head out of here, by the way. We're going to MEHET 2, so just set your course there. Atomic, why don't you tell us some of the events that you have planned? Like, what are some of the things that you'd like to get people involved in?
3, 2,
well,
1, engage.
Open to suggestions still, but probably going to do some races, maybe some tag, so running around in the SRVs, prospecting, so for all the lower range ships, things like that.
Have you got a hierarchy of people sort of designated for the organizing purposes? Like, is there? You said there's different wings, right? So can you give us a bit more detail into how these wings are going to work and what exactly they are?
So these security wings are basically people who are going without any weapons, and then we can buddy them up with people who can defend them. So basically like what the Iridium ring do, but all the way along instead of going back out to the bubble.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. That would have made me feel much safer in Distant Worlds, because I had like terrible shields, no weapons, my hull was awful.
And also, on another note, if you do miss Crab Nebula Expedition, we are planning another expedition for towards the end of the year as well.
Oh, nice.
Ah, fantastic.
But I'll be stepping back on that one. It'll be one of my friends who's going to take the helm on that one.
Yeah, it seems once an organizer, I'm sure Dr. Kai can attest to this, once an organizer puts together an expedition and everything, it's a good idea to stop yourself from getting too burnt out, and just kind of go along
Many
as
hours went into this.
go on as a participant instead of an organizer.
Yeah, just to let people know, I mean, organizing stuff like this is a major undertaking, especially with that many commanders. So, you know, props to Atomic Bomb for taking the initiative to do that, man. Good job.
And everyone who's helped me.
And everyone who's helped him as well.
There's been loads of people. I've had about 5 other people help plot out the routes for it. Because we've also got the return route as well, which will be another couple of months if we choose to take the long route.
Quickly, guys, for the resource extraction site, we're going to the first hazardous resource extraction site that is listed on the navigation panel. So go ahead and target that one. And if you want, I'll enable a wing beacon so you can lock on that and jump out on the same spot.
Will do. Yeah, are we doing? It's the one in the middle of the rings, not the edge, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I can't get over how much fun freaking combat is now.
I can't
It
get over
feels so good to do this.
how different it is to be flying without the Oculus Rift right now. Oh man, okay, I really want to talk about Oculus, but I was really hoping to save it for a video, but holy crap, I gotta tell you, it's just unbelievable how cool it is to be inside the cockpit. Like, I'm looking at my screen right now, and I have a pretty big monitor in front of me. This is a 34-inch, well, it's a television. It's a 34-inch TV that I have hooked up to the computer. It's not really the best for gaming, but I mean, it certainly gets the job done. And on a 34-inch, you think, okay, well, you know what, the cockpit's fairly large, and you can like look around using head look like this, but this just does not give you anywhere near the perspective of what happens once you put on the Oculus Rift. I mean, you are literally in the spaceship. I looked behind me the other day, just like, I can't go any further than this right now, but I turned my head around in the Oculus Rift.
Next fire group.
There's like a little room back there behind me with a door with some lights on it and stuff. It's really cool. Hey, Brute Boxer. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. So I said hi. Welcome to the Sunday podcast.
Next fire group.
So, oh, you might hear some.
We got a gunship right here.
Where at? On
right
the
here,
way.
Ryan Fleming.
On my way.
All right, I'm gonna start taking them down. Nice firing chaff. Oh, there's a huge battle going on up here.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Doesn't stand a chance.
No, he does not stand a chance. Although he's going to try and chaff his way out of it. It's also,
Oh, flight assist off. Why did I not know about this before?
bye-bye.
And he's dead.
So we should probably not spend too long in here because we
Target
do want to be
destroyed.
able to turn these in and see if we can tier up. So I say we spend 20 minutes killing guys and then go turn in.
Sounds good. Navigation. Let's see who's over here. We got an anaconda.
Rasenche. Rasenche? I don't know. I'm slaughtering his name. He's saying the audio keeps cutting in and out. Someone else was saying that the audio was cutting in and out earlier. Is anyone else having a problem with audio? Or maybe it's just YouTube itself?
I think it might just be YouTube. We got some action down here.
Following you, Shibuka.
Never mind, it stopped. Well, maybe not. You shooting at somebody. Yeah, Viper Mark 4, Chris Holdsworth.
Got him. Weapons full. Oh, I didn't
Target
even.
destroyed.
He ran into that asteroid.
Scan
That's
He
what I
saw it
thought
coming.
happened. I saw him fly into it, but I thought he was like just flying past it.
Well, he was
He'd
at
rather-
like.
Yeah,
his
he'd rather
hole.
fly into an asteroid than face us.
Yeah,
It's like,
I think
you
that's
will not
pretty
take me
accurate.
alive.
Oh,
That
boy.
Type 9 saying, it's my lucky day.
Yeah, no kidding. Benjamin Bimples Pippin? No, he's clean.
With a
What?
name like that.
Dragon
These
Sage, I'm not
names,
sure how we
man.
can test the audio. I mean, I know YouTube gaming does have some issues, but from what I understand, it's supposed to be more reliable than Twitch. From all the reviews I've read, and this is the reason again why I've stuck everything on stayed with YouTube for all my streaming, is that apparently it has less issues than Twitch does.
Also, Gustavo Ruiz, he's wanted in a Mark III Viper.
Yep, on him right now.
Dogs aren't happy about something.
No, that's, well, the first thing they weren't happy about was the fact that the neighbors' children from upstairs were literally staring
Target
in my living room
destroyed.
window. When I went out there, that's why they were barking, because they have
That's
these young
creepy.
kids. They're standing on my balcony looking in the window, and they like to taunt my dogs. The other day, I'm sitting in the backyard, and my dogs start barking, and they run over to the gate, and I'm like, what are you running at? Oh, and I look over, and oh, there's these two kids, and they're standing there, and oh, here's another federal gunship, and they're taunting the dogs. They're going like, "Eh, eh." I'm like, oh my, you gotta be kidding. Like, my dogs are barking their heads off. No
Evil.
wonder why, you know? So now they're doing that in the window of my living room before. Here, if you guys want to come take this guy out, federal gunship master, let's show you how this is done, master. There is no escape for you.
Target shields offline.
Is it Josh? You just pummeled me. Ah! I keep running into people. It's crowded.
This power plant's done. Oh, what? You guys. Oh my god. It's not bumper cars, guys.
Target destroyed.
I'm down to 97% now.
Way to go. We got another
95%.
federal assault ship over here, by the way.
Reset power.
There, another master wanted. Steve Aberhart.
That is very close to my last name. About to kill family.
Target cargo dropped.
So for anyone watching, this is the new AI. And Shibuka and I were in a wing of 2 yesterday. We're in a wing of 4 now, so it's a little easier with 4 people. But we didn't have problems with it with 2 people. And in fact, I'm pretty happy with how... Oh, who just blew up, by the way? I saw somebody blow up.
No, it just fired missiles at me point blank.
Target
Oh, is that what it
destroyed.
was?
Oh, nice.
Incoming message.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got a Pilots Federation promotion to Novice. Woohoo! So the AI is... honestly, and Turgeon, we did a stream a few weeks back where we tested the AI back in the beta, and even then, I really didn't notice much of a difference in terms of the difficulty level. And I've done a lot of combat, so, I mean, I know how difficult the AI is. I have no problems at all taking these guys out still. Yes, they use some new weapons, but I don't find them any more difficult than they used to be. I just find that they have a wider range of weapons available to them now. here's a Cobra Mark III right here.
Yeah, I just saw him.
Weapons full.
They do chaff a lot more.
Yeah, so when they chaff, just de-target them.
And do watch out because they have a nasty habit of ramming you now.
Under
I'm not
attack.
worried about
Since
that.
the last update.
That I actually have not noticed, but
Oh, they do. A lot of them fly like they're Cobra pilots. They're boom and zoom. Doesn't matter what they're flying. I've seen ASP scouts and things just thinking, oh, I'm flying a Cobra! And they'll just do the same tactic.
we got another Cobra Mark III over here. Possibly.
Oh, that's a new one. Canister of liquid oxygen.
This guy's got no shields on. Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I had the wrong person targeted there. You can see just how slow the Mark IV turns. It's painful, really.
Oh, these freaking large multi-cannons are a beautiful thing.
Target destroyed.
So beautiful. I love it.
So, tell me I brought some limpet controllers with me. I think I did.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Let's see.
Programming
Ooh, a Fertilance.
drone.
You guys go have fun. I'm gonna let my little limpet drone scoop some stuff up. See what I pick up
Enjoy.
here. I'll read the chat.
Oh.
Gustav
Green
von
pulsing light,
Goldern.
point. Green pulsing light, point defense. Which it's vital to have these days because everything uses missiles.
Wolfgang is saying, I'm not in the bubble, so I didn't fight the new AI so far, but I have the impression many complaints were from people blown up by those bugged super weapons some NPCs had.
Yeah,
that's true.
Very
Okay,
true.
so there
Now,
was
they've
mention...
said they've removed them all, but
Yeah.
you still find you're getting attacked by, it says warning impulse attack. Happens a lot. And I don't know whether that's shock mines or whether it's... Because impulse attack was one of the the specials that was on engineers. So I don't know.
What was the impulse attack?
I don't know which one that is, but you just get the occasional warning impulse attack.
Well, what I know, and we can mention this to the viewers as well, what I know about what Frontier did was they had disabled the ability for NPCs to use the modified engineer's weapons, because apparently the NPCs did not operate under the same rules as players do, and they were basically modifying their own weapons. Are you guys still fighting that guy? I mean, like, kill him already.
He's dead.
Oh, okay. So the NPCs were basically modifying their own weapons and making, like, uber weapons.
Yeah, they were using railguns like with the fire rate of pulse lasers.
Yeah, which is
That's
pretty
what was killing
awesome.
people.
I'd love to have those myself, but you know, not so good if you're trying to fight them in a smaller
Yeah,
ship.
it's like insta kill.
Wanted Master Anaconda there.
Oh, really? Where's that?
My target.
What's his name?
Elana Red Crow.
Got him. Let's take this out.
Just warrant scans, so.
Next fire group.
Scan detected.
Next fire group.
I'm letting my collector limpet collect while I'm just like zapping away here. Good thing he's kind of in range.
How are the weapons?
Alright, retract cargo scoop. Retract cargo scoop.
Collector limit expired.
Oh, he's dead.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh, I love the lines you're painting on there with the beams.
Target destroyed.
That was beautiful.
Deploy cargo scoop. Oh. No wonder she's not listening to me. I have Astra set up to listen to the wrong headset. Let's see if that works now. Astra, can you hear me? Astra, can you hear me?
Let's see. Mad Prog is in a federal dropship.
Astra, can you hear me? What the hell? Astra,
And
can you hear me?
You're all alone, Josh. They've abandoned you.
He's in a wing of 3.
Testing, testing. No, something's wrong here. Voice attack is not picking up. Let's see if I could figure that out. It should be listening to my default microphone. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, no. There we go.
You guys, there's a wing of 3 over here, and I'll show y'all over here.
I don't even know how you guys were hearing me. My microphone was set to my Rift microphone by default for some reason.
Oh.
You're kidding me.
Astra, can you hear me?
Yes. Awaiting further
Power to
instructions.
systems.
Well, now she can hear me. I'd love to switch to the Rift to show people how this all works. Or what it
Warning,
looks like.
temperature critical. Target destroyed.
Oh, why do we have 3 purples here? Oh, we got a wing of
There's
3.
a wing of 3.
Oh, awesome. Federal dropships, all kinds of good stuff here. I got this one that's on you here, Shibuka.
Alright.
If I could ever turn my ship around to be able to see him. Mad Progs. Alright, Mad Progs. It's you and me, buddy.
Where is he? Oh, this guy's hitting me too.
There. Try to get his attention.
Just getting a scan on him.
Under attack.
He's using a shield cell bank.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, someone just flew into my beams. That wasn't a federal security. System authority.
Oh, you're dead.
You know what's interesting? I don't know if anyone's looking at this, but I am literally blasting the shit out of his drives, and his drive is at 100%. His hull went down to 0, but his drives took
Target
0
destroyed.
damage whatsoever.
That's odd.
Yeah,
Bit weird.
that was a little bit weird. Deploy cargo scoop.
Ooh, a
Deploying
clipper.
Deployed. Programming limpet drone.
All right, I'm gonna collect some of this. Let's see.
I wanted Tattlefill.
Global progress is pretty close to complete. I'll read chat here real quick.
All right, I'm taking out this clipper.
Paul wants me to say hello, Astra.
Collector limpet expired.
Hello, Astra. She doesn't listen, Paul.
I'll do it for you. Hello, Commander.
Ooh. Can I get you as the voice of my computer? Paul, yes, I am going to make some videos on the Rift. In fact, this alt account is probably going to be like a Rift video account, but I don't think it's going to be like my Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy series. I don't think it'll be quite as scripted or role-playing as that one. Just because, to be perfectly honest, and I have not put out a video on it since part 14, it's just extremely time-consuming. It's a full-time job making videos for that series, and after I put up part 14, which kind of was like the season finale, I suppose you could say, I'm just taking a little break to refresh my energy before I continue on the series. If I do a Rift series, it'll be something a little more, well, a little less intensive. Think more like just straight up combat and maybe basic story, but not as much of the roleplay element. I might follow like Obsidian Ant's style in terms of just sort of talking about what I'm doing and showing video of it happening, and sort of skip out on the roleplay element.
Scan
of the Rift.
detected. Frameshift charge detected.
We've got an Asp Explorer here.
I thought she'd jumped out.
It just flew right past me.
Rachel. Come on, get in range. Get in range. There we go.
Target shields offline.
Good night, sweet princess.
We are just
Right.
making
Destroyed.
quick work of these guys. They don't really have
Wing
much
of
a
4
chance.
is nothing to be messed with.
Yeah, Wing of 4 is really nothing to be messed with.
We should probably turn this in.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
we still can.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Cannot comply.
Make the jump.
Right.
And it's still showing the same
Change
number as it did before,
Charging.
but let's go.
I don't know if you noticed either, Shibuka, but the bounties we were making yesterday were significantly higher, and I know it's being split between 4 people now, but
Four,
I
three,
mean, we were getting bounties
2,
169,000
Engage.
yesterday.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Not being terribly combaty person. Do the if someone warrant scans, does that count for everybody?
I don't believe so. Just answering a quick question from chat, Dragon Sage. Yes, you will be seeing more of my deep space exploration series. I don't know if you had asked that question before I answered or not, but I do fully intend on continuing it. It's just, it was a little break from the series because, like I said,
Because of the shiny. Basically.
because of the what?
I mean, I'm still out the shiny. I'm still out there as well, but here I am on an alt account too, because of the shiny.
Yeah, there's a lot of shiny stuff
Exploring
in
is
the bubble.
we love exploring. It's in our soul. We love out there, and it's not strictly cheating on being an explorer to pop back in the bubble and shoot stuff, but we're drawn by the shiny.
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff in the game that we will not even get close to being able to touch on, especially like Shibuka's back in the bubble. I mean, as you can see, Commander Shibuka's right there. But Turgeon and I are 36,000 light years out still.
Yep.
And even though Turgeon's kind of on his way back, I'm still on my way out. I'm going towards Beagle Point. I don't anticipate my primary account being back in the bubble until December. It's actually a year-long voyage that I had planned out. And I'm running a little behind schedule because, like, the past 5 episodes of my exploration series kind of required me to be in one location for several weeks. And, you don't really know where it's going to go. I mean, when you're producing these videos, the story kind of comes as you make it. And, when you see that I have other ships in there with me, I'm not filming that in the bubble. I'm actually filming that 36,000 light years out and had to wait for people to come out there. And, there's some delays that were unforeseen. So, I will continue on shortly after I complete something that needs to be done in the general vicinity of where I am currently. And then once that's done, I will continue moving on to Beagle Point and heading back before December, hopefully. But these accounts, of course, are for having fun with, because there is so much fun to be had, and combat is awesome in Elite Dangerous, and 2.1 has really introduced a lot of really interesting combat aspects with the weapon upgrades and everything. And I can't wait for my primary account to get back, because what I'll do with him is start upgrading frameshift drives and reducing weight on my weapons so I can jump further, and then maybe go explore some places that nobody else has seen. Speaking of exploring places that nobody else has seen, I don't know if anyone else caught this on the Reddit forums, but there was a post, or was it on Reddit or Twitter? No, I think it was on Twitter, and I'm trying to remember who it was. Someone posted that they have reached the furthest star system from Earth, further than Beagle Point.
Yep, 64.6 thousand, I believe, is the new record.
I thought it was a little further than that. Was it Fiery Toad that did that? I don't remember.
I think it was.
I think it was Fiery Toad. So, Beagle Point may not be the place to go for next Distant Worlds expedition. Maybe they'll have to set their jump distance a little further with the engineers upgrades.
We shall see. I know while we were at Beagle, a lot of people spent that week-long party event that was going on in Beagle Point. A lot of people spent that time getting as far away as they could, and I think someone got 300 or 400 light years further than Beagle Point. But Fiery Toad does hold the current record.
I wonder if he had done that with engineers upgrades, because I think it was him that. I saw a tweet again today, saying Beagle Point and back in 60 hours or something like that.
It's ridiculous. I don't see how. Who is it? Commander, I think it's Max Reach, is currently at Beagle Point. This is his 3rd time making the trip, and he just made it in a clipper.
Ridiculous.
I don't understand it. I could never do it. Once was enough for me for a very long time. All right.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Brute says, Josh, can you give a shout out to my Mrs. Natalie to get out of the cockpit and make a coffee, please? Coffee does sound nice.
Tea for me,
Although
no sugar. I don't even want to talk about coffee. I can't drink coffee anymore. I know I told this to Shibuka, but I'm pretty sure I told that to Shibuka. I don't think I've mentioned it on the live stream. I cannot drink coffee anymore. It's a sad, sad day for me. It's been a few months. I have stopped drinking coffee altogether because it's been upsetting my stomach. One of the joys of getting older, I suppose. So...
Oh God.
Yeah.
With the snappers.
I've switched
I'm
to
ancient.
Red
I still
Bull.
drink coffee.
You're ancient.
I still drink coffee. Yeah. I'm a tea person though, really.
Well,
Definitely a tea person.
at least the missions are working, but it's done. It's completed, and we didn't get out of, well, I didn't get out of the top 25%, but not a bad reward. Look at that, guys. 16 million credits for that CG, and Shabuk and I played one night doing this. One night for 16 million credits, and that's aside from the other credits that we earned from the actual bounties, which you could see at the top of the screen here. 2.18 million plus 16 million.
Let's see, I pulled in 3.865 total.
Very, very
So
nice.
who knows? Who knows what the top 10 and the top 5 were? Good grief.
Mega
Crazies.
Man, it's not the milk in the coffee, because I usually just drink my coffee black. It's the fact that coffee, and not caffeine, it's the coffee itself is very acidic, and it's just upsetting my stomach. Couldn't figure out what it was. I swear to God, I mean, a year went by before I realized it was coffee, and I was just having like stomach trouble every single day, and just wondering like what the hell was wrong with me, getting to the point where I'm going, you know, maybe I shouldn't ignore this anymore. Maybe I'll go see a doctor. Yeah, because I love doctors. Like most men, I procrastinate going to see the doctor, which is really stupid. And you know, my wife was getting on my case, so I said, okay, well, if I'm not gonna see the doctor, I got to figure out what the hell's going on. Looked up a few things, started making some changes to my diet. That didn't help, and then finally saw something that said coffee was a major irritant, and said, okay, well, I'll stop coffee for a week and see what happens. And I stopped drinking coffee for 1 day or 2 days, and literally after 2 days, all my problems disappeared. And now it's been a few months, but it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I've quit smoking cigarettes a long time ago. That was a breeze compared to quitting coffee. Because
man.
everyone drinks coffee, and no matter where you go, you pass a Starbucks or a frickin' Second Cup or a coffee Dunkin' Donuts, Tim Hortons. I don't know what coffee places you guys have there in the UK, but holy shit, there's coffee everywhere.
Most of yours, yeah.
People are
Except
walking
ours.
around carrying their coffee. My office, everyone's getting their fancy coffees. I have a $600 Nespresso machine in my kitchen that I stare at every single morning and watch my wife make her coffee on that thing. And I'm just like, the smell of it, so delicious and fragrant, and I can't have any.
Fresh coffee, freshly baked bread,
There's a-
bacon. Well, you can still have those.
There's a vending machine at my office that sells Monster Energy drink, which I've come to take a liking for. It's not.
Well,
It's no coffee replacement.
it's got caffeine in it. And
Yeah.
it's sort of,
That's it. It's
Second
no
best.
coffee replacement. I mean, like a delicious Americano coffee from Starbucks is like just there's no comparison. Yes,
Oh,
coffee does
God.
smell good in contrast to cigarettes, which is the reason why everyone drinks it, because it smells so delicious. Hey, Astro. Glad you can make it. What have you missed? Oh, you know, this and that, us blowing
Technical
stuff up.
difficulties and
Oh,
a
technical
lot of rabbit holing.
yes, a few rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And a couple of standby. Normal service will be resumed. A couple of them.
I finally have freaking SRVs on my Python. I can afford it now.
All right, well, now that the combat is done, we're halfway through the stream. Now do we try some mining?
I'm down to try some mining.
Yeah.
Atomic, you down to try some mining?
Can do. Don't know how much longer I can stick around, but I'll come with you for a minute.
All right, well, you
No
take
worries.
the courier. Just a quick recap for anyone who's joining the stream. We've got Atomic Bomb in the broadcast with us today. This is the organizer of the Crab Nebula Expedition, which is leaving... When is it leaving again, Atomic?
Next week.
Crab Nebula Expedition leaves next week. Turgeon will put another link in the chat for anyone interested in signing up. It is going to be... Okay, so wait, let me just quickly reconfirm. You said July 4th is the return date, or that's the date you expect to arrive at the Crab Nebula?
Arrival date, yeah.
Okay, so the arrival date for the Crabby Nebula. Crabby Nebula.
Crabby
Crabby
Yes.
Nebula.
The Crabby Nebula. The arrival date is July 4th, so that's basically like a month from now. And I would assume that after that, you guys will kind of go your own way, or people will regroup and head off on another expedition, or possibly go in different directions. But it is a 1-month expedition to the Crab Nebula with several waypoints along the way. If you are into exploration, if you've not had the opportunity to do exploration and you've thought about it, this is a great opportunity for you guys to get involved in something that's going to be a lot of fun with a ton of commanders. There's over 300 commanders, I think is what you said, 300 right now, plus, signed up. And
Yeah.
you can still enroll this whole week until the expedition sets out. They are accepting new people to register for the Crab Nebula Expedition. So, can you name us a few of the major waypoints along the way, places you'll be going to see?
So we'll be stopping off at the Barnacles in the Pleiades, which is not very far really, but we thought it'd just be cool for everyone, myself included, who's never been to see them yet.
Oh, that's cool.
We're stopping at Betelgeuse along the way. That'll be fun. One of the planets that you can land there. And exploring Barnard's Loop. We were going to go to Horsehead, which I was really looking forward to, because I've never been there before, but now we can't, so I'm annoyed about that.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, we're basically stopping off at many, many nebulas along the way. Like every single waypoint apart from Betelgeuse is inside or near a nebula.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it because I've been to Beagle Point and back, but I've never seen the nebulae up close that are in the bubble. So totally excited about that. And I'm also in kind of the same spirit as Distant Worlds, going to be putting a video series out on the Crab Nebula Expedition. Probably put out a video this week about preparing for it and everything. So totally looking forward to it.
And you know what's great about this expedition, and this is something that deep space explorers, we kind of miss out on. I jumped right out of the bubble and said, you know what, I'm not going to mess around with anything near the bubble because everything's explored. I wanted to go see stuff that had not been explored yet. So I just skipped over everything, sort of veered off a little to the right of the core, and made my way about 12,000 light years away in order to start seeing cool new things. Unfortunately, what I didn't realize is that most of the nebula, once you get to that distance, are all the procedurally generated nebula. There are very few handcrafted ones, and I believe that what you guys will be seeing is more of the handcrafted, like the carefully artwork, beautiful, I don't know what you call it when you're creating a nebula in a space game, but you know, whatever that technique is for making those things, they're just unbelievable. And I've seen some of them on YouTube videos. They look really, really amazing. So you guys will get to see some really cool stuff. Are you going to be seeing the Veil Nebula, or is that not on the...
I don't think that's actually on the way out there, but
No?
if it's along the route, we could make an optional stop out there.
I don't know where it is exactly, but the Veil Nebula apparently is one of the more beautiful ones to see as well.
We've got the Veil Nebula is on the return route.
Ah, there you go, on the return route. I would say that's definitely one for anyone who does decide to go on there. If you guys don't hit that up with the way out, or if you're not coming back as a group, anyone who wants to go check out a really cool nebula, make sure you hit up the Veil Nebula. Shibuka, what do you think for ice mining here? What ship are you looking at? I think I might just stay in the Viper Mark IV, by the way, and see if I can just kit it out for mining. I think there should be a decent way to do that with optional internals here, because I've got all these hull reinforcement packages which I can get rid of.
I think so. All right, I am back. What are we doing?
Did you bring a
Mining.
drink for us? Come on, where's our drink, you beggar?
I'll grab you a beer. You want a beer?
Yeah, cheers.
Oh man, it's summertime. It's hot. Nice lemon shandy.
What does a 2A refinery give me? Let's see. That's got a 6 bin count. That could be okay, I suppose.
Paul, I wish I was pouring a whiskey. That sounds really good right now.
Oh, you're telling me.
I haven't had whiskey in so long. I'm almost ashamed. Oh, Paul, I forgot to say thank you about the Adrift videos. I'm actually I'm trying to find the time to make some more of those because I really want to finish the game and really want to finish that series out with Adrift. It's so much fun in the Oculus. Josh, I recommend it.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking it up. I can tell you what I've played on the Oculus so far. Lucky's Tale, which came free with the Oculus, is amazing. I had so much fun with that. Really surprised by how much fun I had with it. It's kind of like playing Mario, but in virtual reality. And tons of fun. I literally couldn't put down the controller, and I was like, it's so much fun, this silly little cartoon fox jumping around. Like, completely opposite of what I would normally play, but definitely recommend it if you pick up the Oculus Rift, or if you have a DK2 and you can buy it, go check out Lucky's Tale. Eve Valkyrie, big disappointment there. I'm very upset by that. I was thinking, well, you know what? That's like what they're saying is like the ultimate experience on Oculus Rift. Like, don't miss out on Eve Valkyrie. Okay, number one, the setup for HOTUS is atrocious. I could not get the damn thing working. It had everything reversed and no option to unreverse it.
Oh, God.
That was within the game settings. So I decided to play with a gamepad, the Xbox One controller, which was terrible. Just because I'm so used to flying with a flight stick, playing with a gamepad all of a sudden just felt like really weird. You just don't have the same sort of control feeling. Also, I've been flying an Elite, and I pull some crazy maneuvers. I was flying in an Eagle and doing combat in an Eagle in the Oculus, and I get no motion sickness whatsoever. But in that game, I was getting not motion sick, but a little dizzy, because the way that it moves, I don't know, they said that they were doing this to help reduce motion sickness. I found it was exactly the opposite. It keeps a constant speed. So you have a constant speed in one direction, and you can either boost or slow down. Those are your options. You can boost or slow down or go the normal speed. But that normal speed, for some reason, just like, I don't know, made it feel weirder. And every time I turned, it was like, whoa, okay, that felt weird. It was like a roller coaster ride. And the actual gameplay, maybe it's just because I was playing with a gamepad, wasn't impressed. I mean, it's really no Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is the ultimate Oculus Rift experience, by far the best game in Oculus. And that includes everything I've done in Elite so far. It's been tons of fun.
I will have to say my favorite experience. Well, I guess my favorite experience in the Rift would be Elite Dangerous, but a very close second is Alien Isolation.
Ooh.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, Alien Isolation. Yeah.
That game, like, oh my God, I can't talk about it without getting a little scared.
Yeah, I may have to go check it out. I really might have to.
Yeah, I really hope you can, because you have to load a really old one time to run it. But I hope you can do that on the CB1 because it's so much fun.
Be fun in virtual reality, that one.
Yeah, no kidding. And I'm a huge Alien fan too, so. I mean,
Yep, I have a Xenomorph watching over me right now.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably have to check.
And I meant like a little action figure, not my wife. I wasn't calling my wife.
Guess I don't need these hull reinforcement kits. I'm going to switch all this out for extra cargo capacity.
Oh, 15 seconds, I'll be right back.
Yep. I was trying to get rid of the shield generator to take a larger refinery, but apparently I can't put on a size 2 refinery on this one, so I'm just going with a 3A shield generator and a 2A refinery. Hard points, I will need some mining lasers. You know what's interesting with mining lasers? I don't know if it makes any difference if you take a medium or a small. That's something I never really tested.
All right.
Anyone in chat know if a larger mining laser produces more yield?
I would imagine that it does, but I'm not a miner. Or a miner.
I think I'll keep... You know what, I'll just swap out the one of the...
Oh, Paul, Alien Isolation, the way they did it with the Rift was kind of stupid, in that they actually had Alien Isolation before it came out. At their booth, they had an Oculus Rift DK1 that you could play it in. But you have to like go into the actual game files and turn on Rift support, so it's not native to the game. There's a lot of backdoors you have to go into to get it set up. But I mean, they developed the game with Rift support. They just didn't put an option in the game options to turn on Rift support. So you kind of have to go a back way about it. But totally worth it.
Okay, here's a quick question. Paul French is saying larger is faster. Mega Man saying more laser, faster mining. And Zapload says larger gives you more materials. So I'm wondering then, because from what I understand, each asteroid that you mine has finite amount of materials. If I use a larger laser and it mines them faster, that means I can get on to the next one quicker. I would assume 2 lasers means I can mine it twice as fast, which I don't really need because your limpets can only collect so many at a time. So I'm thinking 1 medium mining laser ought to be good enough. But what I want to make sure is that what Zapload's saying, it gives me more materials. Does it in fact give more materials? Can anyone Oh, Paul French, Prospector increases yield. Oh, Prospector, but Prospector is a specialized type of mining laser, isn't it? That's the one that you get from Power Play? Oh no, Prospector is the limpets. Prospector limpets, I think, is what he's referring to, right?
Quick side note, Paul, you don't crap your virtual pants when you're playing. You crap your actual pants.
Your actual.
Like there were several times to where, like, when I first started playing YouTube, I'm playing YouTube. Oh God, when I first had my YouTube channel, one of the first things I did was start a Let's Play of Alien Isolation in the Rift. And there are a couple times, if you ever watch that, as a matter of fact, don't watch it. Take my word for it, because the videos are awful. But there were several times to where when the alien killed me, I would either scream like a little girl. The obscenities that came out of my mouth would be things like I told my mom not to watch those videos, and several times to where I had to take the Rift off for a solid like 20 minutes and regroup and talk myself into keep playing the game.
What am I doing here? This should be...
Do I need to outfit anything, or do I just need to stay combat?
You stay combat, unless you want to grab a mining laser as well, so that we can...
Yeah, so I can scout.
Well, we have a couple of choices. We can mine in Hazres, which means that some people will still be fighting, but I would suggest you fight relatively close to me. Or we can just drop out in a ring system anywhere, and then we don't have to worry about any NPCs at all, and we can focus on mining. So it's entirely up to you guys. If you want to stay doing combat, you can. If you want to actually do some mining and protect me, we can go to the Hazres.
Turgeon, Atomic, people in chat, action or relaxing?
relaxing.
All right, we drop out
Relaxing
on
it
a ring.
is.
I'm gonna take 20. I'll take 30 limpet controllers.
All right, I'm gonna need I'm sure some people in chat would appreciate this too. A quick overview on what the hell to do with mining.
I'm also, yeah, sure. And I'm also going to take a look real quick to see if there's any missions for mining here at the same time, because maybe.
Clever
there
girl.
is. Data delivery, that's for polymers, non-lethal
Okay,
weapons.
So if I grab 2 mining lasers, I also need to grab limpet controllers in a refinery.
Oh, here we go. You need a well, okay. You don't, if you want to do the mining yourself, then yes, you'll need a refinery. Otherwise, you don't need the limpets or the refinery, you just need a mining laser, and then you need to mine near me, and I will collect your stuff. What's interesting, and this is something that I noticed, and I don't know if they fixed this, but it used to be that limpets would have no problem collecting your own stuff, but if they started collecting someone else's, they tend to blow up almost every time you collect someone else's stuff. I don't know why that is. It's just a weird thing with limpets. I'm hoping that they fixed it.
Weird.
Yeah.
If you collect the stuff that I mine, how do I get a profit?
At the end of the mining, I drop a percentage of them into space, and you collect them, and then you go and sell it. Yes. Well, you can cargo scoop or take a couple of limpets with you. So if you want to grab a few limpets and a limpet controller, it could be handy.
I'm going to try this all on my own, just because I haven't before, and I'd like to know how to do it.
Okay, and now here's a mining mission for 10 units of methanol monohydrate crystals, which, to me, I believe that is one of the new commodities. So this is what it says. Make sure to have enough space, mission rank merchant, blah, 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 blah. They want me to return it to Schwan Dock. That's right, Schwan. You heard me right. 10 units. So I will go ahead and grab that. And what's the reward for this? 105,000 credits. Why the heck not? I never mined ice before, so we'll see how popular those are. Let's see. Any other mining missions? Oh. Oh.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, no, you should like the sound of that. The other thing, and I completely forgot about this, this is what I wanted to suggest, is that maybe we go try a ground assault mission. But it's too late now. We're doing ice mining.
Yes, we will save that for
next week.
Next week.
Next week, we'll get a wing together, and we will go try some base assault missions, because I gotta tell you, they are greatly improved with ships flying around now. And we'll be doing some surface aerial combat and air-to-surface combat, all kinds of good stuff. Larger chunks of ores when you mine. That means you mine the asteroid faster. With the prospector drone, you get more materials from the same asteroid if you use it. Okay, that's how that works. Very interesting. Thank you for clarifying, Zapload. Of course, you need to have a prospect limpet for that, and I'm not going to bother with it at the moment. So, I'm all set. I'm launching. I
got the methanol as well.
I will meet you guys in the ice fields.
Oh, wait for me! Wait for me! Wait, I'm coming!
Last one, there's a rotten egg.
You know, if you get the head start in Super Cruise, you'll always get there first, so it's kind of cheating.
Well, I'm getting there first.
Of course you are.
Make the jump.
Jumping to light speed.
I almost didn't make it.
4.
Where are we going?
MEHET 2.
1. Engage.
And this planet is a little popular.
Yeah, it's
Not now.
pretty happening place.
Community goal's over. Everybody's left it alone now. It's finished now. Yesterday's news.
Job's done.
Everybody's gone. Bye now. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Job's done. How many people we got in the stream right now?
25.
25. Seems to be our.
Oh yes.
lucky number.
If anyone didn't know, today is the official final day of Distant Worlds.
Which
Today is the last day. I think a week ago, the FGE, the slower group, arrived at Beagle Point, and today is all of the final ceremonies. They were organizing a massive flyover and everything, so I'm sure Dr. Kai is going to. Oh, he doesn't have a video card. Never mind.
Oh.
I forgot about that. So he won't be putting out a video of it, but I think Aramis probably will. I'm sure he's there. I don't think Patrick Lees is there, but keep an eye on YouTube. If we find any, I'm sure one of us will feature it in our videos, let you guys know and everything. But yeah, today, monumental occasion. Distant Worlds is officially over after today.
Cylon HD is saying in chat, he says he picked up a ground assault mission earlier today, still need to do it, 940k, trying to figure out a loadout. You should be very careful with those, Cylon. They are a lot more difficult since 2.1 is released.
Oh god, yes.
I jumped into an SRV, went up, it said you had to kill 2 surface skimmers. I attacked them, and then 2 Vipers came flying overhead and started bombing me with plasma accelerators. It was pretty badass. I'm like running away. I think I was flying a Sidewinder. I had my Sidewinder parked like a kilometer away from the base. And I'm like zipping away in my SRV, and I'm pretty sure I got it all on video too, as these Vipers are blasting at me with their plasma accelerators. It looked so cool. The footage of that is amazing. It may get used for some video at some point. Alright, I'm coming in on the ice rings at MEHET 2. And I'm going to go to the inner ring, where it appears a little denser, although I don't think it makes that much of a difference.
Okay, I'm going to have to leave you guys now. Getting a bit late, so thanks for having me.
No problem, Atomic Bomb. Good luck with the Crab Nebula Expedition, and thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun winging with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Atomic. Take it easy, man.
See you soon. See ya.
Pop
Bye.
the link in one more time. See you, Atomic.
Yeah, for anyone who joined late, that was Atomic Bomb. He was the organizer of the Crab Nebula Expedition, leaving this Saturday at 8 p.m. game time. Sign-ups are open once again, so if you want to come out for a noob explorer friendly and also a really a good expedition for anyone, make sure to sign up, tag along. It's short, less than a month before they arrive at their final destination, and then they have another expedition planned for the route home. That's going to take a couple months if you want to follow that as well. But a great opportunity to get into exploring if you haven't already. A great opportunity to see a lot of the tourist locations around the bubble.
We have, in this ring system where I just dropped in, a small 3-wing clean mining party, which we will leave them to do their thing.
It's your day. Oh, wait, no. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I'm sure that's not the correct words, but oh well.
It's some words.
Next
Yeah, it's some words.
Some words, yeah.
Some kind of words. Alright. Oh, you know what I didn't outfit?
What did you not outfit?
Cargo holds.
Yeah, you kind of need that.
Son of a freaking...
Deploy cargo scoop.
Deploying cargo
Cargo
scoop.
scoop deployed. Programming
Wow.
limpet drone.
Wow.
Now, what's interesting about this is that I have no idea what the value of any of this stuff is. So it'll be interesting. I'm just going to mine everything I can, and then we'll see what's actually worthwhile collecting.
I cannot believe I just did that.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, well, thanks.
That's the best you got, eh?
That's all I can do. All I can do.
Well,
I'm just
thanks.
Come at me, brah.
I'm not going to say that. Not going to say that. All of this is the broadcast, so.
I do see like a little trail that the mining laser's leaving on the ice. It kind of looks like a little melty trail, so I'm happy that they did that at least, because I was worried that it wasn't going to happen. Like, you know, on the metallic asteroids, it leaves sort of like a line where your laser went. Actually, don't, because you don't mine. You don't even mine, bro.
Do you even mind, bro? I have a friend who actually lives in Canada. Not Josh, but he just started lifting and going to the gym a lot, and it's kind of making me sad how he's. I have nothing against gym bros, I really don't, but some of the things he like posts on Facebook and sends us in our group chat and everything. He's just turning into a gym bro.
It's hard not
kind
to.
of funny.
It happens.
It really is.
Happens to the best of us. Doesn't look like I'm getting anything else from this one. So what have we got? Liquid oxygen, methane clathrate, and lithium hydroxide. Perhaps someone in chat would be so kind as to look those up and tell me what's actually worth keeping. Maybe we can get some prices from like the Elite Wiki, and that way we can figure out what I should actually be mining and what I should be tossing.
Isn't that why we have a moderator? He's kind of the secretary. Kind of the secretary of the broadcast.
That's right. I forgot that's what we had Turgeon for.
I'm just saying.
Zoom out.
Increasing
Flight
sensor
attendant
range.
/ secretary.
That would be correct.
Sexy flight attendant. Lights on.
I'll pull a
Lights
Jarvis
on.
on you. Whoa! Right.
Start mining. Oh, wait a second. Begin mining? Commence mining? I thought
Mine, god damn it!
I thought I had programmed that in.
Oh, Turgeon, you're the best.
Shit. I could have sworn I had programmed that into voice attack. Start mining.
Oh, Astro didn't really want to listen to you earlier.
No, she's listening to me now. But I'm going to check out her commands and just see. Begin jump sequence.
Request docking
Slowing
permission.
to observation speed. Adjust 100% speed.
Oh, Lord.
Gotta go through a big long list of things that I had programmed into her, but I'm positive I had put that in there as well. I'm just wondering if I lost it. At one point I had to reset my voice attack, and I think I lost all my commands, and I was very, very upset about that. So that may have been one of the ones that I had in there.
Yeah, I had an Oculus driver actually crash Windows on me one time. And I had to redo everything, and all of my voice tech stuff was absolutely gone. After I spent like months and months out exploring and getting everything perfect.
Yeah, that one's unfortunately gone. It's not in there. Oh well. Cylon, tried recalling my ship this morning in my SRV. It wouldn't appear. Saw it on my contacts panel. It said it was that many light years away. I don't even have a word for that number of light years.
Yeah, he accidentally hit a wormhole when he was in Andromeda.
I don't even think Andromeda's that far away.
Touche. Yeah, isn't Andromeda like 500,000 light years or something?
Andromeda?
2 million? 2 million.
Mm.
2 million or 4 million?
Wow, what's 2 million light years between friendly galaxies, eh?
Right.
Speaking of Andromeda, how about Mass Effect Andromeda? I am looking forward to that game. Did either of you play the Mass Effect games?
I did not.
Oh my goodness! That's sad. That's what that is.
I
I'm
know.
so sorry.
I'm a horrible,
So
horrible
sorry.
person.
You really are. How much cargo space do I need?
Depends on how many resources you mine. I went with, let's see, how much space did I put in here? 36.
I've got 64. Is that gonna be enough?
Oh, tons.
All right.
We won't even be here long enough to fill 64. You need a good limpet controller if you're gonna have that much, though, because like I can only shoot out one limpet at a time.
Oh, I've got plenty of limpets. One thing I love about this Python is that the core, the optional internals, all of the it's not lacking in internals.
I'd love to have like the limpet controllers I was using on my T6. I think I was using for mining. I had like 3 or 4 going at a time, so I just cleared the asteroid in seconds. Like they were picking it up faster than I could mine it out of the rock. 9 quintillion? Thank you, Cylon. I was wondering how many that was. That number is actually beyond the edge of the known universe by a long way. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's much further than Andromeda.
That's strange, not clicking.
Astro, I'm playing
Reposted
on
Mega's
my
link
alt
there.
account, by the way.
I think everyone should flood Josh with friend requests right now.
On my on this account,
Yes, I think everyone
sure.
should.
Feel free to add me as a friend on my alt account. I have most people on my primary, so if I'm on this account, you are much more than welcome to send me a friend request and say hello. It's J. Hawkins. The ice asteroids have a slightly different sound to them when they're cracking. It sounds like a large chunk of ice crackling. It's nice. I love the sound effects that Frontiers put into the game. By far the
sound
best
design.
sounds. Unbelievable.
Not to mention you're flying the best sounding ship in the game.
The Viper,
Yes.
the Mark IV over the Mark III, you mean?
I think 3 and 4 have the same sound effects.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
But it's just such a gutty sound. It's raw.
I like the Viper personally. I mean the Vulture personally, excuse me.
The Vulture's okay. I just don't like how it's only got 2 hard points. I don't like the cockpit.
I'd really like to be able to see that one in virtual reality. Oh, look at that. I already got some friend requests there. There we go.
Oh,
Keep
cool.
them coming, folks. Keep them coming.
Did your prospector just swipe the piece that I shot? That's cool.
Oh, are you nearby?
Yeah, I'm parked next to you. It's a good job I'm not a pirate.
Do you have a refinery on?
No, I don't have a refinery.
Oh, so then
You're
mine
lucky
away.
I brought a mining laser.
Yeah. So my little prospector is going to collect all this stuff. I don't even have to do anything now. This is why I need a larger prospector. I mean, a larger limpet controller, which I couldn't manage. You know, I could have just got rid of my shields altogether and put in a size 3 limpet controller. That would have been smarter.
Little busy bees.
Oh, Cylon says the Viper sounds like a Jaguar F-Type V8. And as a guy who absolutely loves the sound of European V8s, I could not agree more. That is the perfect comparison. And Astro, the private group was in beta, so it doesn't carry over to the actual client.
Yeah, but I should be able to invite her here. No, I can't.
Don't do it. Don't.
Lovely little sparkles on it, isn't it? The ice asteroids. When you get up close, it's all this the sparkles.
Yeah, and the particles flying off it is pretty nice. I don't know if you've ever shot a rocky asteroid, but I always like the dust that came off it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just refined some water.
Refined water. There's a bottle of Evian water for you, sir.
Yeah, water and...
That's what they use in Kitten Brand coffee, or one of the others, isn't it? Void extract coffee. That's the one.
Kitten Brand?
Kitten brand. Don't you listen to Radio Sidewinder? No.
Oh, okay,
it's
never mind. I
Void,
was like,
Void
is that like a
Extract.
British thing? Like kitten
No.
brand coffee?
That's an elite thing. It's
Never
coffee
mind.
beans that have passed through the digestive tract of a alien cat. Anyway, it's
Ooh.
Void Extract coffee. It's a rare good. Go and trade it. It's Void Extract coffee is the one that's made with cometry ice. So there.
Void
Astro
That's
says,
pretty sweet.
"Trust me now, Shibuka."
Void extract coffee. Sounds awesome. How do I should be able to see my my YouTube channel on my phone, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Just thought about that. I could just see my own YouTube channel right here and then see the how do I find mine?
I don't have ammo for my collector limpets. What? You have to buy ammo for it?
You have to buy limpets.
I'm not going back to. Yeah, I'm just going to be mining for you, Josh. I'm not going back again.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need to. If that's the case, I need to go back and get another limpet controller because I've got one limpet. Like I'm literally sitting here doing nothing right now, just collecting these things. I need to get a larger limpet controller. While I go back, Turgeon,
Yes.
why don't you talk about your most recent video a little bit and tell us, give us some background information. Give us the inside dirt. We want to know.
Well, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because it has been pointed out to me once or twice that artificial intelligences in elite law are technically illegal. I don't know what the exact backstory is to it, but yeah, finally I've got that to post. Right? Yeah, apparently artificial intelligences are outlawed, presumably because I don't know, maybe they tried to take over the galaxy at one time or another. But I wasn't aware of that because I assume it's in elite law fiction. It wasn't in any of the actual games. So I thought, well, you know, people have pointed this out to me once or twice, so I thought it's about time I actually mentioned that with my crew, as it were. So I have it so that I've tinkered with them so that they're not standard factory models anymore. That's why they have AI.
They're definitely not standard factory.
But yeah, but the question is, why was there an actual AI manning a neutrino telescope?
An excellent question. And I'm
Indeed.
sure.
Now, the implication is in the episode that Science Guy had something to do with the programming there. But why were they there in the first place?
It does seem like there was an interesting connection between Science Guy and Astra. I mean, Astra.
Andra.
Andra. Astro, Astra.
There.
Blah, blah, blah. Exactly.
Too many of them. Yeah.
I know. Andra. Well, I'm flying my way back to Schwandok. I'll grab a larger limpet controller so I can send a few of those off. That way we can actually mine proper-like. Oh, Shibuka's going back too. You are going back.
Yeah, I'm so ashamed. It's just anything that does not have to do with exploration, I'm a complete noob at. Like complete and utter. Because the first thing I did when I got the game was run enough missions to afford a Diamondback Explorer, and I went out. And that's really all I've done.
Way to go.
Yeah. I'm on Reddit so much you'd think that I have a wealth of knowledge about these kind of things, but not so much.
Oh, there we go. I just managed to pull up the stream on my phone so I can actually see how many people are watching now. It says we have 30 people watching, is that right?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Get them all to shout out.
I think
Me.
you're the 30th.
I'm Spartacus.
Also, if there's anyone in the channel who has not been a part of the regular Sunday broadcast, we really appreciate your attending this broadcast podcast.
Absolutely.
And I hope you enjoy the fun, quirky chat that we get going on here. Every Sunday, what we're trying to do is we try to have a different guest come in and interview them for something that's related to the game, of course. You know, community goals or power play, exploration missions. Other YouTubers, all three of us, Turgeon, Shibuka, and I are all YouTube content creators, if you didn't know that. We can certainly check out all three of the channels. Maybe Turgeon can put a link to
Yes,
them
links
in
time.
Links time. Maybe we can get a link to Turgeon's channel. Turgeon produces a series called, Turgeon Starstone. Well, do you have a name? Yeah, it's called Turgeon's Travels.
Yeah, it's Turgeon's Travels.
Turgeon's
Yeah.
Travels. So Turgeon's Travels is Turgeon's series. I have an episodic series called Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy, and Shibuka does exploration series on the expeditions. He did the Distant Worlds expedition, and he will be covering the Crab Nebula expedition as well. I will wait for the Russian guy to stop talking. My channel...
Just heading for approach to pad 1-2.
1-2. Okay, I will approach to pad 1-2. My channel also does updates and news videos for Elite Dangerous, and I think a new addition, although I don't know how many times I'll be doing this, unboxing. I did an unboxing of the Oculus Rift, and I will be doing an unboxing of the 1080 GTX that I just got. Deploy landing gear.
Reboxing,
Deploying
unboxing.
landing gear.
I will do a
unbox.
reboxing of my 780
Yeah, that works.
as I give it to charity to some poor people who need a video card more than food.
Why did I go to outfitting?
Isn't that what you need to do?
No, I need to go to restock.
Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Well, I need to go to outfitting.
I truly am an idiot sometimes.
We're not rising to it.
Alright, so what are we changing here? I'm going to get rid of my shield generator.
Paul says I'm a charity.
Yeah. I donate to charity a lot more often than I'd like to be honest. My office organizes regular, like weekly, sometimes monthly charity events, and they don't take no for an answer. They just come around. They're like, "Josh, give money." So I'm always throwing money into some charity box. Sometimes I don't even know what it's for. Never thrown a video card into a charity box, though. I'm debating whether I should use my 780 as a dedicated PhysX card, or if that's even necessary. Seems like just a big power draw for PhysX, but...
What you need to do is you need to build a PC for Shannon so she can play with you.
Shannon has a PC, and it's really good, and it has my last 2 video cards in it. And I would put the 780 into that computer, but her computer is just sitting there, and it doesn't even get used. It's sad. It's looking
Yeah,
at
my
me.
life's just the same way.
And it's so nice, too. Like, I built her a really nice PC. So...
Oh, mine's not played since City Heroes died.
What did I just do? Did I just... Am I an idiot? Yes, I'm an idiot. 3A refinery. That was supposed to be... That wasn't supposed to be a refinery. That was supposed to be the limpet controller. Where is this?
Ah, yes.
Limpets.
Tom Brown, who's Atomic Bomb. Y'all go sub to him too, since he's been putting out some Crab Nebula content.
Yes, indeed.
Collection limpets. Here we go. 3B allows me... What? I can only have 2 limpets out with a size 3 limpet controller? That seems
Sounds reasonable.
That's
pretty
like any sort of
weak.
administrative system. Too many administrators, not enough workers.
That sounds pretty weak.
No, Astro, gamer girls are not a myth. That's one of these sort of logic puzzles, isn't it? Astro sitting in the chat saying, gamer girls are a myth. That's like one of us always lies, one of us always tells the truth.
Okay, well, I guess I have to go with the size 3. I have no choice. No choice. Size 3. I think I'll get rid of this little cargo rack here, because now I don't have a refinery anymore, so I gotta put a refinery back on, which is here, refinery.
Ooh, Turgeon, can you put your wing signal on so I drop in the right spot?
Oh, yeah. Where am I? I'm still pot there, aren't I? Yes.
And then I'm gonna get rid of these 4, and I'm gonna take, who was it, Cylon's advice, and go with a prospecting limpet controller. Oh, that only goes into a size 1 slot, so... Oh, right. Get rid of this one here. I can keep that one. So we'll go with prospecting limpets, 1A.
Dragon, we're probably going to about 6 o'clock Eastern Time, which is about 40 minutes from now.
Yep. Okay. Nope. That ought to do.
Alright, I'm finally dropping in. I'm going to try this mining thing. I've wanted to try mining for a very long time. Very long time.
Well, it's certainly the most relaxing of the professions. I really
I
need
just
to...
love watching the freaking prospecting drones.
I really do need to change the title of the stream, though. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah, anyone who's wondering why Iridium Wing isn't here?
Yes, Iridium Wing was last week, but we had some technical difficulties in setting up the stream, and I can't change the title of the stream at the moment. So we have last week's title, which I'll change before we actually put this bugger live.
Until next time, Commander.
Alright, I've got no shields on, so I'm going to be extra careful now. Make the jump.
Jump into
Frameshift
light
drive
speed.
charging.
Turgeon
4,
or Shibuka,
3,
whichever one of you guys
2,
would prefer,
1,
please enable
engage.
your wing beacon so that I can drop in on you.
Turgeon's already got his up.
Okay. There we go. I'm on my way back. Wing signal locked and flying on in. So we are not actually doing a Iridium Wing escort mission, as you can clearly see. So what we're doing, if anyone's just joined in, is we're checking out some ice mining. We did some bounty hunting combat before, but now we're looking at the new ice mining materials to see what exactly you get for spending a day zapping at big chunks of floating ice in space. So far, and as I fly over there, we'll take a look. If I can reach my mouse and stop hitting my microphone, boom. Here's what we've got so far. I have some water, some liquid oxygen, and some methanol monohydrate crystals. I need 10 of those to turn in, by the way, but those methanol monohydrate crystals are actually worth a fair amount, 2,282 galactic average, whereas water and liquid oxygen are not worth very much at all. That seems a little low compared to the mineral... Oh, I'm being interdicted. How wonderful.
With no shields.
With no shields. I probably can't get to you in time.
That's okay. I'll just fight the interdiction and try not to get blown up. Yeah, nice try, but you didn't interdict me. So, as opposed to metal mining, which is pretty damn profitable, if I remember right, and it's been a while since I've done metal mining, but platinum and palladium were worth like 8 or 10k a ton. I think it was about 8 to 10,000 per ton.
Praseodymium now, I've noticed.
We have new materials, yeah. There's a lot of new stuff that's been added into the game since I last done any mining. So I don't really know what exactly is worth what now, but it was platinum and palladium is what I would hold on to, and then gold was the third material that I'd hold on to. And I try to fill my cargo hold with as much of that as possible and basically just scrap everything else, because it didn't matter. I am coming in fast.
All right, what do I do with the refinery?
What do you do with the refinery? Wow, that didn't work at all. Hey, wait a second. Did I not navlock? Oh, idiot me. I didn't have you navlocked. What do you do with the refinery? Nothing. It will do its own thing. It's basically just there to refine the materials that you pick up automatically.
Okay, so once my refinery is full, I'm done.
Once your refinery is full, it will empty into your inventory.
I just have to wait.
Okay, wait a second.
Right?
That didn't work at all. Yeah, you just have to wait.
Charging.
It'll do its thing and start, like, it's a hopper. Okay, that's what the refinery is. It fills the hopper up with materials until you have enough to create 1 ton of refined materials. And as soon as you...
it says hopper is empty.
Yeah, so that means you have to... Oh, why is it doing this? Okay, I'm trying to drop in on Turgeon's wing signal, but it keeps dropping me like 20 megameters out for some reason. Shibuka, you want to turn on yours, please? Turgeon's
Mine's clearly faulty.
Yeah.
Sure. Wing beacon is...
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so my refinery is full, but my hopper is empty.
2, 1.
Your refinery is full,
Is empty.
and my wife ran away with my dog. Do you have room in your inventory, or are you full up with collectors? With limpets?
I'm full, like all my limpets are back.
Do you have a
Cargo scoop
full
deployed.
inventory?
No.
Well, then I couldn't tell you.
My inventory, ship cargo, I have nothing but limpets in my
Programming
cargo.
limpet drone.
So,
Oh, wait a minute. No, it's working now. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm good.
So I've never really used these prospector limpets
limpet
before.
engaged.
Oh, so I see. Minerals remaining 90%, methanol monohydrate crystals. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So then I guess now I just
Programming limpet
mine.
drone.
Mine?
Oops.
Good heavens, there's a lot of white dots on this screen.
Carbon. Very common. I should be able to put out
Programming limpet
2 of
drone.
those. There we go. Yeah, there are a lot of white dots on the screen.
Have some more.
Collector limpet expired.
Collector limpet expired. What?
You
Programming
worked it to
limpet drone.
death. No! No, not more fragments, no!
Sometimes the collector limpets last a lot longer, and other times they expire very
Yeah, they have a
quickly.
nominal lifespan, but is it true?
I don't know. Oh, if your refinery is full... Oh, my refinery is not full. That's weird. Usually when the refinery is full, that means that you don't have room in your inventory to put more stuff in there, and then you have to jettison or vent out excess materials. Just to get my
I
refineries
got it
full.
now. My collector limpets were going too fast for the refinery.
Yep.
Oh, is that what it was?
Zapload ads in chat here. If you use a prospector drone on the asteroid, it gives you more materials.
That's why I'm using a prospector
That's
limpet.
what they're for.
And it seems to be because they're coming out of the asteroid much
Asteroid
quicker.
depleted.
Asteroid depleted. Yeah, they're definitely coming out of the asteroid a heck of a lot quicker than they were. There are so many white dots on the screen, it's ridiculous. This is why we need someone here in a T9 with like several collector limpets. You know, just shooting out collector limpets, like 10 collector limpets, scooping everything up. And this is why credit sharing is something that would be really, really nice in this game, and I wish that they would effing put it into the stupid game already. Here, Turgeon, here, Shibuka, here's some free credits that I've given to you because I'm your friend, and take some money. But no.
Why, thank you, Josh.
But no.
Oh no, wait. It was all in my head.
Oh yeah, here, I'll happily give you gold by dropping it in space and having you collect it, but I'm definitely not transferring any credits to your name.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Oh, it's shameful, really, that we have to do that.
The Bank of Seance obviously frowns on personal transfers.
Yes. You shall not transfer.
Doesn't get a cut.
Oh wait, I forgot to fire prospector limpet.
Programming limpet drone.
Programming limpet drone. Pew! Go! Prospector
Run
limpet
free,
failed.
little friend.
There he is.
Prospector limpet
There he
engaged.
goes. I'm watching him.
Oh, so this one's got
Oh, he's coming for me.
methane, clathrate, hydrogen peroxide, liquid oxygen, material content low. So I probably don't want that, but of course I have no idea how much. No, I don't want that one. Bye, Astro.
This is actually very relaxing. Later, Retro.
It's what?
Very relaxing.
It's a lot better
Limpet expired.
in a belt like
Programming
this.
limpet
So that
drone.
when I first tried mining, it was back in Gamma, and it was essentially asteroids near
Collector limpet
stars,
expired.
just a little
Oh.
clumps of
Oh,
asteroids near
those
stars.
ones.
Prospector
And it was all
limpet
incredibly
engaged.
high contrast lighting, and you had to have your lights on to see the asteroid if you're on the dark side. This is a lot more scenic. Definitely.
Yeah, it is definitely more scenic, and it would be a little bit. I mean, keep in mind there are
Programming
different
limpet
ways to
drone.
mine, right? Like I said, you can go into the hazardous resource extraction sites and have someone escort, because you will get attacked, and
Prospector limpet
so you can
engaged.
play different ways. Oh, here.
Programming
Got
limpet drone.
collectors that need to get put out now.
Programming limpet
We're just
drone.
playing the relaxing way because this is more of a sampling than anything.
Collector limpet
I'm actually really
expired.
enjoying this. I don't know why.
Programming limpet drone.
Have we found a new career for you?
I don't know about a career.
It's very satisfying when you have a proper mining ship and you fit it for mining, and you know how to get the best materials, because when you are getting the best materials, it is so much fun when you get all of this free money and you just fly back and sell it. Although I've never used the prospector limpet, this is really cool because now I can actually see like how much is left in there, what I'm getting, minerals remaining from 50%. I've never seen that before. The prospector limpets really have a good use. Lights off. Lights off.
Lights off.
I'll turn my lights off so I can really appreciate the pew pew, the purple lasers.
Across the streams.
Legendary Chicken. God, that's a great name. Yeah, don't cross the streams. Oh my god. My 1080's chugging to a standstill here with all the little white dots on the map. Didn't think it was possible, but we broke the 1080 GTX.
Asteroid depleted.
Asteroid depleted. Let's read some chat here. Mining is like exploring. Relaxing, but you need a good playlist or a secondary monitor to watch something or you'll get nuts. Well,
Yeah.
Shibuka gets nuts all the time.
I am permanently nuts.
I think it's probably your CPU that's rendering these dots rather than the card. Now I think about it.
Collector limpet expired.
Probably. I don't think I'm having
Because
problems with frames.
I'm not having a frame rate problem.
Um,
And my card is vastly inferior to yours. It's a 750 Ti. Yeah.
well, at least you got the TI.
At least I got the Ti. Yeah. I'm not having a problem with the dots.
I don't think I'm having a problem with it, but I did notice that when the dust was flying straight into the ship's cockpit, that there was a little bit of a flicker there. I'm gonna see. Lights on. Let's see if it chugs down. Lights on. Lights on.
Lights on.
Yeah, look at that. It's dropping down to 27 frames a second. What the hell? 30 frames a second. Okay, granted, I have two monitors going right now, both displaying the exact same image, because one of them is my OBS with a full screen image, and the other one is the game with a full screen image. And I have everything set to ultra, but I shouldn't be getting 29 frames a second. No, definitely not. I noticed right away there was a bit of a change in the frame rate. I'm gonna go ahead and close OBS and see if that makes a difference. Let's see.
Yeah, it probably will.
Nope. Chugging down 30 frames a second again. 27, 28, 29, 30. It seems to stabilize around 30. But
That's weird.
lights off.
Lights
Let's
off.
do a test. With the lights off, it's still dropping down.
Actually, no. I'm looking here. I've got 34. Yeah. So.
It's the dust and debris that comes off of the the asteroid that's slowing it down. But it shouldn't. I mean, a 1080 should not have any problem with that.
But it doesn't actually look that slow. I can see what the frame rate's telling me, but the actual image doesn't look slow, which is good.
Even like this, I'm getting 39 frames a second, and I'm... Wow. Okay, you know, that's something to be concerned about. I didn't pay $1,000 to get 30 frames a second on one asteroid.
Well, that's a good question from Simon in the chat there. Does anyone know how to pay a fine as an engineer? I may have accidentally shot the base a few times, he says.
Look for
That's
new
quite a good one.
drivers. Sorry.
Programming limpet drone.
Let's see what this asteroid has. I think this is the one I mined before.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Water, yeah, that's the crappy one. Go to another one. New drivers right away. These were the newest drivers from the EVGA website. So
Go to somewhere that's a little less white dotty.
Programming limpet drone.
I could go to the NVIDIA website and see what drivers they get there, but I would assume that the EVGA would have the best drivers
Prospector
for
limpet engaged.
its particular card.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Liquid oxygen. Wow. I don't think liquid oxygen is really what I want.
Programming limpet
I
drone.
need a few more mono something or other crystals, don't I? Yeah. Oh, I already got 14 of those methanol monohydrate crystals.
Methanol monohydrate.
Well, I have enough.
Prospector limpet engaged.
I have enough for the mission, but I want to see what else is worth stuff. Okay, so bromolite and lithium hydroxide. I think those might be new. Let's see what those give. Bromolite.
Programming limpet drone.
Oops, a little bit too far away there. Let's see what this stuff is worth. Stop engines.
Space break.
Oh, a little bit too far. VSync is off. That could be it, but I'm pretty sure it was on. I'll take a look at my settings here in a second. Resources unallocated, it says. Okay, so
Collector limpet expired.
now that's because my inventory is full. No, 29 of 36. Oh, that's because my hopper is full. Okay, so what do I not want then? Liquid oxygen, hydrogen peroxide. There we go. Yeah, even here, like I'm a fair distance from the asteroid, and I'm getting significantly reduced frame rates. Here, at least, it's 42, 40. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the settings here as soon as this one finishes mining.
Or if I look into the thickest part of the belt here, with the planet behind it, and my ship in the shot, I've got 32 on my old 750. It's doing a lot of work.
External camera. Cockpit view. I should not have any problem with frame rates. Let's see, is there anything left on this thing? Oh no, it's depleted. Okay, perfect. I'll let my collectors collect, and I will take a look at what the hell is going on here. Keep collecting, little guys. Graphics. Alright, so let's, I'll show you what I've got going on here. 1920 by 1080. You know what I need to do is I need to look into the DSR though and bump that up because I can get significantly higher frames. VSync is on. Frame rate limit. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Quality. High, ultra, bloom, whatever. I can put that on high too. Don't really care. Blur I took off. I don't think that matters. Do I want my anti-aliasing on SMAA or do I want it on something else? I'm assuming SMAA is the best one.
Should be SMAA. Yeah.
Super sampling. Why is my ambient occlusion at medium? I don't know why. Super sampling 2 times. Oh, I remember. I had dropped a couple of these things down because of some weird thing that I saw. I'll tell you what it was in a sec. But everything else, high, ultra, high, 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 high. Like everything's on max. Field of view, that's fine. This I don't need. Alright. So everything should be fine. There's no reason. And even here, it's telling me 56, 57 frames a second. Who's shooting?
That's just me.
Oh, I heard it
Messing
sounded...
about with the burst laser.
Oh, was that the burst laser? It sounded
Yeah.
like the, oh, the whatchamacallits.
Every time it hits, it sounds like someone dropping an ice cube in a glass.
Programming limpet drone.
I have one collector limpet out at the moment. Why limit frame rate when you got VSync on? I don't know, did I have frame rate limited?
I've never quite understood you've got VSync and the frame limit thing there. They would seem to be duplicates, but one would be exclusive to the other, I'd imagine.
Let's turn it off and see if it makes a difference. Well, it did just jump up a little bit. Now it's capping out at 60. But let's see if it makes a difference when I'm zapping on the laser. Nope, it's still dropping down. I wonder if it's the V-Sync that could be causing that problem. Is it possible that because I'm using a like a TV instead of a gaming monitor that has poor refresh rate, that it could somehow cause my game frame rates to be affected? I don't think
I
it
wouldn't
would.
think it would.
Yeah, I don't think it would, right? I mean, it shouldn't. I don't see why it would, but...
Collector limpet expired.
Let's get another ice ball here.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
I didn't even realize that I was limiting the frame rate. It has nothing to do with the TV, says Zapload. Shouldn't affect the card, says Paul. It's not a driver issue. My GTX 970 was dying with ice mining as well back in the beta. By far the worst frame rate ever in the game. Might just be affecting NVIDIA cards, though. Okay, well that's interesting. I'll do a comparison and check like a Rocky ring as well before the stream ends, just to see if that actually does have anything to do with it. I wonder if that's possible. Hey, by the way, guys, if you haven't done so already, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and hit the like button so that, you know, I honestly don't know what the like button does. I tell people to do it just because I think it helps in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know if it actually does. But hit it anyhow.
It's a button. We've got to press buttons.
We like buttons. Buttons are good. Hit the like
jolly
button.
candy-like button.
I'm sure in some way, shape, or form it helps the channel get more visibility, although I'm not exactly sure how, because the like button does nothing for other videos. I can say that's for sure. The like button, I think, only serves as a way of people sort of looking at a video and going, oh, okay, well, other people like it, right?
Programming limpet drone.
Alright, I am out of collector limpets.
Wow, what a shame. Such a terrible drop in frame rate. Who's excited for Game of Thrones tonight?
Oh, I am.
Yeah? Very much looking forward to that. Thank you. Thank you for... Oh, here we go. Hopper's full. Liquid oxygen. I can get rid of the water. I don't need that. Turn off the ambient occlusion. Why
It's
would I...
shadows. Shadows are probably going to kill it the most.
Yeah, but
Bump the shadows from ultra to high.
it's the most powerful video card
I know, it's the
available.
principle, for God's sake.
I don't want to turn anything
Dare
off.
you tell me to turn the shadows down, sir?
Damn you! Damn you, NVIDIA!
It's just so new, things haven't been optimized yet, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably all it is. Shibuka's going for a light show here. Does that hurt,
I'm
Shibuka?
out of limpets, so I'm just kind of hanging out.
Does that hurt at all? Is it doing anything?
Yes, it's slightly scratching his paint.
I'm trying to see if I can collect any minerals off of his ship.
Actually, you are taking down my shields a little bit.
Yeah, probably, eh? How about this? Should I take your shields down a little quicker?
Next fire group. You really want to go?
Not in my mining ship. Well, I got no shields on, man.
I forgot about that.
You're paying my repair bill.
Next fire group. next fire group.
It does. It sounds like someone taking a hammer to an icicle. Whoops! Gimbaled
Asteroid
lasers.
depleted.
Asteroid depleted. Cylon is asking, as a New Horizons player on Xbox One, what's the highest G planet you successfully landed on? I've landed on a 4G planet. I haven't tried anything higher than that. Only because I was way too far from home to take any risks with that. And even doing a 4G planet, I was very nervous going down.
Oh man, yeah. I've landed on a 6.5G. I don't know if you would call it successful, but I did indeed land.
Did you have to respawn at a station after you landed?
I did not. I didn't have any shields, and I was down to like 20 or 30% hull.
Oh, there you
But
go.
I did land.
That is a successful landing.
3.5's the most I've done.
3.5. So, Cylon, if you are intent on starting to land on high G planets, just be aware that when you're the higher the gravity on a planet,
Programming limpet
the
drone.
shallower of an approach you need to take. You need to almost take it into consideration as if you were like a plane landing on a runway. Make your approach very shallow and descend very slowly towards the ground. The second you tip your nose down, you're in big trouble.
And don't use the thrusters.
Yes.
Always rely on flight assist on and off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The higher the gravity, the more your thrusters will try to compensate. And they won't be up to the job.
And never approach upside down, because your bottom, your up thrusters are much more powerful than your down thrusters.
Oh,
I know there was a problem with Anacondas. Their vertical thrusters on top of the ship are much weaker than the bottom ones, and people were having a lot of issues.
Yeah, Paul says we need a potato on board the ship.
I'm saying,
Get a potato on board. What do you want limpets
Potato.
for? Get a potato.
So here, I'm just taking a look at what we've refined so far. And looking at my ship's cargo, bromolite is worth 7,000 a ton, lithium hydroxide is worth 5,600 a ton, and the methanol monohydrate crystals are worth 2,200. There was also water and liquid oxygen, but those are pretty much worthless. So, I mean, if you're scooping stuff and you're limited on cargo space, you need to get rid of the water and liquid oxygen. Bromolite seems to be worth a fair amount, but there's not a whole lot of it. And now I'm going to assume that just like in regular mining, the quality or the current status of the rings has something to do with it. These rings are... Hang on, let's take a look. These rings, I think, had major reserves. So they're not pristine. Usually, if you're doing mining, you want to go to a pristine reserve that's going to have the best quality materials in the largest quantity. I checked the other planet. It's the same thing. It's major, but it's got rocky and icy. I can show you an example if you are looking to do mining of a pristine ring. I will show you my mining system for anyone who is interested in taking up mining as a profession. This is where I do all of my mining. What is it? HIP 10049, I think it is.
I just put a link in chat there as to why bromolite is so expensive. It's a beryllium ore. That's why it's pricey. Because beryllium, of course, very pricey metal.
Do you guys remember what that system was that we did that shooting thing in? Was it HIP 10049?
100, 449, yeah.
449, maybe.
Yeah. I think it was 100, 449.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Josh, you've got 2 limpets just hanging out below your ship,
Connect to limpet
and one of them
expired.
just blew up.
Yeah, they just expired. So this is the system here. In fact, let me see if I can get in there. I'm just going to show people for mining purposes.
Oh, what's that? No, he's still there.
Yeah,
Little prospector.
this is the one. So I found the system. I certainly don't mind sharing it with you guys. The one that I mined from, I believe, was... this one, right here. HIP 1004495. So everything in the system is pristine. Pristine, pristine, pristine. And the rings that pay off the most, at the time at least that I was doing mining, are these ones here, the ones that say metallic. You'll see there are metal rich, and you have rocky, of course, and you have icy, but metallic are the ones that have the largest quantity of like palladium and platinum and gold. What's great about this system is that not only does it have pristine reserves and a metallic ring, but it has an extraction industry space station, literally hovering right outside the rings. So you can just go from the rings to the station, back to the rings to the station, and buy your limpets and do your restock and whatever. And then this Fleming Enterprises, this Coriolis station over here, has shipyard and outfitting that lets you buy pretty much everything else that you need. So super handy little system. These planets are very close to each other. You can get back and forth. You can see it's in like a little trinary system here. But this is my special mining place, and if anyone wants to go and play with my special mining place, you are much more than welcome to. HIP 10049.
Would you like to play with my special mining place?
Yes. Play with my special mining place. Please go ahead.
Go on. Touch it, it's fine. Bookmark it. Bookmark it, says that load.
Yes. Oh, I can bookmark it. Yeah, well,
Yes,
bookmarks
you can.
didn't exist
Alt
at the time.
account, you see? Not thinking alti. Because, of course, you know where it was in the other. Because you've probably got a couple of ships parked there, but you haven't on your alt account.
All right, well, I am going to head out here. We're 2 minutes till the end of the stream. I'm going to fly back, turn in the mining mission, and then we will close down for the day. Just a quick recap of everything that we have discussed today. Let's see. So, Crab Nebula Expedition, closing out here. Anyone who's interested in Crab Nebula Expedition, you can Google it, or you can watch the link that Turgeon will post up here again in just a moment. The Crab Nebula Expedition is leaving in like 1 week. You have a week left to register for it. It's going to take a month to get to the Crab Nebula.
Cannot comply.
Hardpoint, sorry. There we go. It's going to take a month to get to the Crab Nebula, and probably less than a month for most people to return home, since you'll be rushing. But it's going to be a waypoint-based exploration. Group-based exploration. 300 commanders have signed up for it already, and it should be a lot of fun. And then we did some bounty hunting, we did some CGs. I think the whole point of the bounty hunting and the CGs is just to show that you can make a lot of money as a new player. This account that I'm playing on right now is literally like 3 days old. I think I can probably see that on my statistics. Let's see how long I've actually played on it now. Probably a few hours, because I spent a lot of hours just configuring it, but approximate time played 16 hours. So that's like 4 or 5. Well, yeah, it was around 4 or 5 days I played, a couple hours each. And CGs, we did just bounty hunting CGs, very easy. You just get into the system. What we were doing for that to make a lot of money was we just went to extraction sites. If you're in a small ship, if you're a new player like I was when I started, I was actually doing this in a Sidewinder and then in an Eagle. Very quickly I made over 20 million credits just by waiting to see who's getting attacked. And when you see a ship being attacked, jump on in, join the gangbang, and blast your lasers away until the ship blows up. And most of the time you can escape unscathed because they're being attacked by System Authority or other NPCs. And so you get the bounty, and you get to turn that in, and it bumps you up in the ranks in these community goals very, very quickly, which have incredibly high payouts. What did we make today? 16 million?
Yep, 16.
16 million. They don't last for very long, even though they have a time limit to them. They close as soon as the CG is completed, so once the final tier is completed. So even though it takes like 4 or 5 days, usually they actually close out in a matter of 2, sometimes 3 days. So jump in there if you see them, if you're in the bubble and you're looking to make some money. You don't have to spend as much time as we did. You get in there, you do a couple hours of bounty hunting, turn in your bounty hunting vouchers, and then just wait, and you'll get an update to turn it in and make a whole ton of money off of it. It can be done very easily in a small ship and by new players. So great way for new players to make money. And if you do it in open, which I did do, I was super impressed with how many players were actually in the community goal. It was amazing. I mean, being an explorer and not being in the bubble until I got this alt account, I've not seen that many players. It actually made me a little nervous. I was like, one of them's going to attack me for sure. One of them's going to attack me. And nobody did. The only time that I was extra nervous was when I accidentally hit a System Authority vessel and got a wanted tag over my head. And then you just burn the hell out of there as quickly as you can and make your way back. Oh, what just happened there? Okay, so the wing lock is getting a little messed up.
You dropped off when I dropped out, didn't you?
500 kilometers away from the station.
So, you can make it. It's a short hop and a skip.
I'm just gonna unlock. It's so ridiculous that it's doing that. I don't know. The Wingman navlock seems to be a little buggy too. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But anyhow, community goals, great way to make money, even with a newbie ship. And then finally, we wrapped up the stream with some ice mining to take a look at some of the new materials that are available and the value of them and how easy it is. We weren't doing it in the best of places, unfortunately. We were doing it in a major reserve. Come on, disengage. We were doing it in a major reserve, which didn't have the greatest yield of the high-value commodities, but...
We've prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander.
Hold on.
Welcome to our
This guy
station.
talking at me now. Welcome to the station.
Set down on
Welcome
landing
to
pad
the
06.
station.
Welcome to the station. Request approved. Okay. So anyhow, didn't have the greatest quantity of the high-value commodities, but it did allow me to do a mining mission, which is going to give me 100,000 credits, and it's cool. Mining is a fun profession. It's relaxing. It's enjoyable. You can put on your own music and just sort of like kick back. The place that we were doing mining was not in a has-res or high-res or low-res. We just dropped into a ring system randomly, which is what I've always done for mining. It's the best way to mine if you want to avoid NPCs and other players. Basically, you just fly towards the ring you want to go to, you fly in anywhere that it doesn't say high-res or has-res or whatever, drop in. Usually when you drop in, within a few seconds, there will be one spawn of NPCs. And it can be a pirate, it can be a miner, you never know. But what I suggest is if you're not looking to get into trouble, fly the opposite direction, move away from that NPC, and you will never see them again. And then you can mine to your own without any interruptions whatsoever from NPCs or players, because nobody will ever find you. And then you just stay there and you mine until your cargo's full. If you go to that mining spot that I just posted or that I mentioned earlier, HIP 100449, you got pristine metallic rings there and a station that buys them right up above the rings. It's on the 5th planet. That's where I do my metallic ring mining. And I think I will turn this in and see how this affects our reputation. So we'll repair, refuel, go to the mission board, and hopefully it loads. We were having some trouble with that earlier. There we go. Turn that one in. Oh, very nice. Upped my reputation a fair amount, and my influence effect says our Varissa Progressive Party are experiencing increased growth that could lead to an economic boom, and I made 105,000 credits off of that. I am not going to take... Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, so now he wants to... That's very nice. It looks like it was a chain mission just automatically offered me when I turned the first one in to mine 6 units of bromelite and turn that in as well. I don't believe I have 6 units of bromelite, otherwise I would take it right now and just turn it in. No, I only have 1 unit of bromelite, so I'm going to decline that. However, I now have a whole bunch of available missions from that one dude. And I'm going to go to the commodities market and see if they purchase the stuff that we have. So liquid oxygen, let's sell that. That's worth like nothing. Water is also worth a whole lot of peanuts. What else do we got?
Wow, I just got 22 credits from you.
Yeah, bromelite profit sharing, 7,000. So bromelite's definitely worth a little bit more. That's what we want, is low temperature diamonds and painite. Oh yeah, there we go, painite. That was the painite is wait a second, painite 40,000 a ton. I don't remember painite being that valuable, but that almost makes me want to go back to my old mining spot and harvest painite, because painite I was getting in decent quantities. But low temperature diamond seems to be worth a heck of a lot more. There's a lot more minerals in here now too. Goslerite is new. Bromelite is new. Lithium hydroxide, methane clathrate, methanol monohydrate, profilite. Those are all new. And let's see under the metals. Lanthanum is new.
Lanthanum.
Yep. Praseodymium.
Praseodymium. Praseodymium.
Praseodymium. Yeah, that's new.
Like
Samarium.
neodymium, but they don't have that one there.
That's a new one as well. Thallium is new. Thorium is new. And uranium. So, lots of new minerals. Yeah, I guess maybe painite was 40,000. I don't recall. It seems a little higher than I last remember. So all in all, that was a decent run. The ice mines were not as profitable as what I would normally do, but I'm mining in a Viper Mark IV with like 1 prospect limpet and 2 collector limpets. But that was a lot of fun. I'm going to enter into the hangar, and we're going to call it a night here. So,
oh man,
Shibuka, Turgeon, any closing comments on what we did today?
Yeah, I'm going to have another look at mining because I haven't touched it for 2 years, and it looks kind of fun.
Well, I would say that it's certainly something to do for fun in your spare time. But like someone was saying in the chat before, it can get a little monotonous and boring unless you have some good music to play in the background.
I like monotonous and boring.
Yeah, it's a great profession to do when you're playing.
Staring
solo.
at a monitor, looking for a rock to bust apart is difficult work. Yes, the Radio Sidewinder ad. You're a mom.
You should go check out that system that I linked, though, the HIP system. It's a great system for mining if you want to check it out at all.
Yeah.
And look for painite. Painite's the way to go. Apparently, I did not know about the prospector limpets giving greater yield, and it seems like super handy that you get that, because when you do find painite, it's a big payout. I was making, just to give you an idea, around 5 million credits per run, I think, and that was in a Type 6 with like 50 or 75 cargo space. I don't remember how much it was, to be honest. It was way too long, like a year ago. But I was making around 5 million a run, and the run would take around 20 minutes to a half an hour. So it wasn't bad at all. It was pretty comparable to trade, with trade, of course, being the highest paid of all the professions. I enjoyed mining thoroughly, and I did it for quite some time. I would show you the stats on my primary account if I had time to log that it went in. But yeah, definitely do go check out mining. It's a lot of fun. Oop, don't knock over my mic. Let's get our broadcast podcast image up there again. Signing off here, Turchin.
Yes.
You don't have a sign off, do you?
No, I don't. I don't.
No.
No, it's my AIs that do all my talking for me.
All right. Well,
Must be nice.
Can you
I
bring
could
one
just
of them
say
up
something
real
like-
quick? Maybe they can
No.
say a little hello.
I can say,
He's not in his ass.
Oh,
Come
right.
on, man. Give him a
Right,
break.
he's on his alt account. I forgot. Shibuka?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really had a great time. Really, I really do love hanging out with you guys. Sorry I missed you last week, but we're back, the three of us. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. Next week, I believe we're going to have King Crow Vantis out here, who's the leader of SEP.
oh,
So we're going to talk about SEP, talk about like dangerous games, talk about what SEP's about, give you guys kind of an idea of what it would be like if they became a player power, if you guys want to decide to back them during the dangerous games, the Final Four community goals. But yeah, it's been tons of fun. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and fly safe. And as always, see you next time.
And very quickly before I sign off, we will
Paul says I should say ta-ta for now.
yeah, there you go. Ta-ta
And then
for
take
now.
a sip of tea.
Ta-ta for now. Yes.
Maybe next week what we'll do is we'll do some ground-based missions and show you guys what it's like to do some base assaults in a wing, because that looks like it could be a lot of fun as well. And I think I'll just leave it at that. And this is Commander Josh Hawkins, signing off.